Oh man, I'm not usually on this end of the stream. This is
Oh yeah.
exciting for me.
Oh yeah. Cannot make any more foolishness.
Oh man, I should have prepped for this.
Oh,
Completely forgot I have to name this character.
oh yeah. I don't have any. I don't have any names ready.
This is going to be the whole stream,
Oh yeah.
just stuck on the character creation menu.
I've told you about my brother with the PGA Tour game, right?
I don't think so.
Well, back when Tiger Woods had this game series called PGA Tour, my brother was like, "Hey, let's play this new golf game on the PS2 that I think was our dad's, and we just brought back home because I don't think we chose to buy a golf game." But he was like, "Oh, you can customize your character," and it was the character customizer was incredibly in depth. And he chose to customize his character first. I didn't care, and while waiting, and he's like, you can just lie on my bed if you want." And then he's like, "Oh, these blankets are really nice. You should lie under them." And then I woke up like 2 hours later, and he had just finished, and I was like, "Good God, man, what?" And he's like, "Oh, you don't really want to play anymore, do you?" I was like, "No, I want to go to sleep."
Damn.
Honestly, I might have fallen asleep just playing golf, though.
I remember
Man,
my grandpa had one of those PS2 PGA games. I actually played quite a bit of it. I don't know. I like golf games though for some reason. Not real life golf as much, but
golf
I do
games are
like the
kind
virtual
of
version.
have a nice vibe to them. But like watching it, I'm just like, I don't care. uh, and oh, speaking of like Tiger Woods, there's someone who faced repercussions for like he didn't even hurt anybody or anything. He just it's like he just cheated on his wife too much. I am live. Oh, we would you like to hear the guest? I don't know.
Hey yo, the guest is here.
Yeah, guest. It's Graham. I'm sure you two have met.
You might have heard of me.
There might be another guest, like as in the cat. That is a cat, though.
My cat's also here. Oh yes, let's get that.
Get that kitty purr
That
ASMR.
international. I was gonna say, let's get that international cat pen pal going right
Yeah.
now.
So, however, though, my mother has this puzzle board with a blanket on it that she put there to prevent the cat from knocking all of the stuff down or chewing on the pieces, and so she can keep her puzzle going. But that means that he can lay on a big blanket while also doing something he's not supposed to. So it's a win-win for him, and he just sleeps on that. He loves it. And she also got a weighted blanket for Christmas, so he might be giving that a go too.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. Frisk has a weighted blanket that we put one of the kittens under one day. We left to do some Christmas shopping. It was probably like 6 or 7 hours we were gone. We came back and I think it was Milo. He was still in the same exact position we left him in. So I can confirm that cats, from my experience, enjoy weighted blankets.
Oh yes, like they love comfort unless of course you're trying to hold. Levi is pretty cuddly though. He likes being held and stuff, and he lets you pet his belly. Like he is, even for a cat that was found in the woods, we saw him and we're like, oh no, this is a domesticated cat. This is this is no wild cat. Let's see. Do I have any favorites? No. I Yes. So when we brought him into the vet, my mother was like, "Oh yeah, so like we did just like get this cat from outside. He was a stray," and so the vet like got nervous because when you're told this cat is a stray, they could very well try to cut your eyes out. They're cats.
Yeah.
And then she walked into like the room and the operating room or whatever, and she was like, and he was rolling around on the operating table purring as soon as she got close. And she's like, well, he doesn't seem feral. But yeah, he is the run to person he has never met before and rub his head against them type.
Oh.
I don't know what to name this character. I'm sorry again. Yeah. Alright, I'm going with Ellie, not for Last of Us, but for Elden Ring, because it's all I can think about.
Ah, interesting. I've gone with Gottlieb.
Ooh.
From the acclaimed anime series Neo Yokio.
Oh, okay.
I have made an approximation as best I can.
Ace is active in chat, by the way, but you know how Twitch is. But they have said that that they have not seen the cat very much and would like to before they go back to school, and that the kitty is apparently good with the vet. And no, that's fine that you can be active. I'm not saying I meant like as in Twitch chat integration for PlayStation parties is not a thing yet.
Yeah, so I'm looking at my phone instead of looking at the screen to read chats now. Yeah. So pardon me if I'm in and out chat wise.
Yeah, but yeah, my cat. Sometimes cats are weirdly skittish. My childhood cat was really weird because like he was very friendly indoors, but if you ran into him when he was outside, then he would just run off. He would look at you and run off. And then he'd come back in later, no problem, and be totally friendly. But as soon as he was outside, he's like, nope. Don't touch me. Don't look at me. Don't get close. I'm free right now. And I don't know what the deal is. But...
Alright. I'm in a graveyard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so this is Dark Souls 3. We're gonna be trying to... Oh, God, he's trying to shoot me. We're gonna be playing through... I have no particular goals or... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Some cats will get memories of people they hate, yeah. Though, I just... Like, when people chase cats, I'm like, that's not... There's no way that's gonna end well, right? Like, it's not like a dog where they'll just be like, oh, hey, and lick you. But
now, it's been a bit... Do we have to fight the first boss before we can,
Yeah. It is, thrown right into the fire this time.
Oh, man. Maybe I shouldn't have picked Depraved.
Oh, you went to pray. Well, your club is pretty good. Your damage on the club is good, but that shield might as well not be there.
I know. I'm actually taking it off.
Yeah.
So I don't get tricked into blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. I've forgotten all the buttons of Dark Souls. Apparently.
You need a quick refresher?
Oh no, I'm good. I just accidentally drank from my Estus flask.
Oh yeah. I was playing Nier Automata today for the first time in months, but I tried to use One Piece Pirate Warriors buttons instead, and I'm like, these are different games, man.
Yeah. Was that one of the free games recently?
No, that was Persona 5 Strikers.
'Cause I just downloaded One Piece game for whatever reason, but I definitely didn't buy it.
There's been a demo of the Burning Blood game. Like, I can't think of any. I'm more of let's see. I'm trying to think of other One Piece games. There's like the Unlimited Cruise ones and stuff. Like, basically everybody, like, my friend Sunky is a big One Piece fan. He is all One Piece all the time. And he has told me, he's like, Pirate Warriors and Burning Blood are basically the only ones that are genuinely fun. And I'm like, well, damn. And Burning Blood is like of the Naruto Storm 3D type things.
Okay.
The Pirate Warriors games are really good, though. They're like the best of the latest Warriors games. But
shout out to your previous cat who just brings mice into your home. That's what you want in a cat.
Oh yeah, like I had a previous cat that like he was definitely a hunter, but he would bring back all sorts of things. But I'm realizing now that those things were graphic, so I probably shouldn't talk about them. Oh, Parker has fought the high.
Oh, he's not quite tripping on bennies, but he is accidentally imbibed. I believe it was Tylenol PM.
Oh yeah, my cat killed at least. He went for a baby rabbit, and my great aunt freaked the hell out on him because he's like, "Look what I caught!" And he's like, "You caught a baby! You caught a baby rabbit!" And apparently, sorry.
Oh no, sorry. Finish yours.
Apparently, he's like, "Well, what the hell's the problem? I'm a cat."
Have you heard our kitten's Christmas story that involved a mouse? Oh yeah, I think I posted about that.
I know they cornered one, and then they sat there patiently, and
yeah, they're pretty bad mousers. Granted, they did eventually get it, but it was Christmas Day. We were just winding down, hanging out in our basement, and we hear squeaking, and we're like, "What the hell is that?" Sure enough, we take a look. Mike has a mouse cornered in our crawl space, and I'm just like, "Oh, cool. Well, you guys get that hopefully." And I just kind of watched the crawl space for like 10 minutes. The kittens eventually came over. They're all trying to get at him, but to no avail. Ooh, first death. Cool. Did you? Okay, no, you're just starting the boss fight, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, just starting
you beat him already.
No, not yet. You're picking the risky choice, and I'm picking the absolute safest choice in the character I've played the most.
Yes. As soon as I leave the crawl space, Mike goes to eat his food, and the kittens start fighting each other, just leaving the mouse completely to run free.
Oh my god. Mike's like, "Alright, my shift is up, it's your turn. It's time for the new kids."
Mm-hmm. So I, by myself... Oh, what was...
No,
what was that?
and the kids immediately forget they have a job to do.
Right. So I go back to the crawl space. I immediately find it before any of them do, and I'm like, "Come on, guys, if I were a cat, I could have got that. But alas, I'm a human, so if I approach it, he's gonna get me. Or he's gonna get away."
The mouse is gonna get me.
But so I'm like, whatever, it's just a mouse. It's no danger to us. Because I was afraid it was like something bigger, like a squirrel or a rat. But it's like, fuck it, it's a mouse. I'm gonna go to sleep. If it's still there in the morning, so be it. No, sure enough, we wake up to a Mortal Kombat fatality, de-spined mouse. Ace alluded to. Left right in front of where I'm sitting currently. So I assume Mike killed it and left it as a present for me. Left it as tribute.
Oh yeah, like My old cat, he liked to leave them in front of my doorway specifically after my brother moved out. And I was like, why me? Is it? And I was like, this means that he thinks I'm weak, right? Or it's like, and my mother's like, maybe it's just he recognizes you as the youngest. And I was like, it still makes me feel like shit. Like, for a cat to be like, here, I need to take care of you.
Also, I did not know you could footstool enemies in this game.
You can what?
Wow. It's a Smash Bros. Term, footstool. It's that thing where like you can bounce off another character's head.
Oh, okay.
I just did that to one of these rogue dudes accidentally. And sure enough, he looked like he got staggered for a second.
Oh yeah, dropping on enemies is a little bit of a tactic, sort of, sometimes. But specifically, I only use it in Demon Souls because there's no drop attack. And guess what? It's really hard to do. Because if you land on them the wrong way, your character like slides weirdly, and the enemy doesn't react at all. Oh yeah, that dog was emaciated. Yeah. Dog with bone on it.
Okay, I need to beat this boss. I need to buckle up.
Oh right, you guys don't know this dialogue. I'm sorry for skipping like 8 lines of dialogue, but in my defense, I have read them so many times.
This is not a lore friendly stream. If you want to know Dark Souls lore, you gotta look up Vadi Video or someone else.
Yes, we are both on the PS5. This is a PS4 game though. I believe Graham's on the PS5 anyway. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, confirmation. I thought that she had a spear. She does not have a spear. I'll loot one myself then. Or buy it from someone else.
I have no idea what build I'm going to make, which is why I got ballsy with it and chose Depraved.
Well, you can go anywhere with Depraved. So. And, but the worrisome part is you will not have any clothes for quite some time.
That's okay.
And put Dex.
Parker, unfortunately, the image you sent me did not pop up. I just got a notification that an image was sent.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
I don't know if that was sent to the party or just to me. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, I just got a buzz. Oh, that's too many.
Okay, what's this buff up thing I'm doing that's costing me blue Estus?
I believe that temporarily increases your attack and poise, and in exchange for the MP. But
okay, 'cause I don't think I've done a Depraved in this game yet. I didn't know we had access to that.
It's not the type of class I particularly seek.
That was a trap.
Okay. Alright, in the meantime, I'm gonna go for something. Those speedrun strats that I am not good at. Nope.
Alright, first attempt. Not good. Parker, did you send the fucking crouton to me? Parker, did you send the fucking crouton?
God damn it. We're both fighting our own battles right now. You, like an ancient undead watcher of like flame itself, and I am trying to jump onto a house.
Everyone has their battles.
Oh, I don't know if I've told you the one time this mutual friend of mine, friend of a friend of mine, who I guess would consider me a friend, but I don't get along with well, because they are one of those people who's generally unwittingly condescending most of the time. that I really don't like being around for that reason. One time, a friend and I were like, just, it was like 2 a.m. or something, and we were both complaining about not being high school graduates. And then friend number 3 was like, well, I actually finished high school, so now I have to go to college. So if you think about it, my life is actually even harder.
God damn.
Okay, so to clarify, this guy, he went to a private school, and he would be going to an art school after that his parents paid for. He was not, his life was not
sounds
that
real
hard.
rough.
And this other friend dropped out of high school because he was taking care of his nephew that his sister had in high school, so his sister could finish high school and his dad could work. And friend number 3, his father is a doctor, and his mother owns multiple houses apparently.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to work so hard, dude.
Sorry you have to work so hard.
That's not what I said.
Tuition.
What I said was not in any way polite, but it was. I did not react well to someone saying my life is gonna be harder than yours now, and I'm like, your dad's a doctor.
Right.
They're known to be quite comfortable and well respected in their communities, and generally people are willing to just do things for doctors in the hopes that the doctor might do something for them.
Mm-hmm. Man, I can't imagine being that guy trying to, like, one-up other people's suffering.
Yeah.
But also being that privileged.
Yes. Like, I've definitely been like we've all, at least at some point, wanted to take part in a pity competition. But to be like, well, my dad didn't even get me a yacht this year. It's
oh, wild, mine neither. Guess we're on the same level.
Oh God, remember that Robert De Niro thing when he was like, I'll be lucky if I make $10 million this year. Yeah, me too.
Okay, is phase 2 of Gundyr, that part's weak to fire, right?
Yes, that's weak to fire. If you hit him with that, he will like crumple in on himself, and then you get some free hits.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna cheese this then because I chose fire bombs.
Oh yeah. This is Dark Souls. You go dirty, go scummy. But I just hope that Elden Ring, like since it was a beta, they just gave you a bunch of online multiplayer stuff at the start, and I'm like, please don't make it take like a really long time or have it be weird and vague like Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, I wonder how long it'll take to start actually like getting discrete builds in that game. Or at least discrete builds that feel good. I forgot to equip my fire bombs! That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna run to the corner.
I do know some people who, or one person I follow who's like, yeah, I don't even, God. Like, yeah, I don't even know how the co-op in Bloodborne works. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, asking you and your mother to do the dishes as like a roommate is I do know that one time I went to my friend's place and saw how he was living. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to come over?" And I was like, he's like, "Oh, I got gelato," and I was like, "Where are your bowls?" And he's like, "Oh, they're all dirty." I'm like,
"Damn,
"Where,
bitch, you live like this?"
where are your spoons?" And he's like, I got one, and I'm like, "We can't use an ice cream scoop as a spoon." But, and he's
Here's
like,
some gelato.
I was like, "What a
finger food."
Yeah. Like, and I was like, "What about the rest of us?" He's like, "We can share it." I'm like, "I'm not sharing that." Yeah. Oh yeah, Ace. I would be doing some breathing exercises and staying away from sharp objects or heavy objects to avoid going to prison. But there was hold on, I completely lost my train of thought because I do that every day. But
oh my god.
Oh, what's going on? Phase 2 getting weird.
I've never fought him long enough to see all his moves, I don't think, because he just ran behind me and then stabbed me.
I've never seen him do that before. At least not that Gundyr.
Also, spear is definitely a choice for a first boss weapon. This is definitely because I picked Depraved.
Yeah.
I did this to myself. I
Well,
don't think I've ever played this game in 60 frames.
It is a bit of a shift, but like it's nice. I mean, like of course it's nicer than 30, but like you're like
the extra frame should be giving me more information. I should be reacting better, if anything.
Man, have you ever like everybody online chooses a battle to fight, and sometimes people will be like 60 frames isn't better, and I'm like, dude, it's literally better. Like it's more.
It's objectively better.
Like it is. That's like saying, "Oh, one apple can be better than two," and it's like, if it's a duplicate of the same apple, no. It's not like apples and oranges. It's apple versus more apples.
It's apple versus the same apple.
Yeah. So, just... Oh, sorry?
See, I used to be like that, but that's because I never played games at 60 FPS as the norm, and then I got the PS5 and my PC, and now I see the light.
Yeah. Or at least, like, when the PS4 came out, and then it's like, play these games from the PS3 days, but smooth as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Well, when the PS4 came out, I was playing Bloodborne.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I played... Oh, sorry.
Which is famously not buttery smooth.
No. Like... I played Bloodborne, I'm like, oh, this game is so good, and I'm like, loading time... So I played Bloodborne unpatched first, because I lived way out in the boonies at the time. And I got internet of about 1 gigabyte per hour for downloads. And I also made the brilliant decision to buy Doom digitally.
Ooh.
Because it was on sale, and I was like, I can afford that!
Doom 2016?
Yes, the one that is over 70 gigabytes. And, and yes, that math does carry through 3 entire days. But, like, I had to go through with the unpatched frame rate and the unpatched loading times, and I was like, gotta tell you, this game is beautiful, and I love it. But, please, fast make, please. Then I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what it's like on PS5 or PS4 Pro, and they're like, the same, bitch!
Has not improved. I will say, having played Doom Eternal on the Xbox One, and then when Parker got his Series X, that's the first game I tried when he was showing that off to me. Oh, now that one was an improvement.
Did you? I do think Doom Eternal is vastly improved on next gen, but or current gen, I guess now. But are you aware of like all the online stuff? But did you know that every time you die, it syncs you up to the internet before letting you play again?
Wait, really?
Yes. So,
Ah,
like, the loading times on PS5 are like a second or two. But if you're connected to the internet at all, it will wait and upload all of your data and then collect some more data from other players and then let you play again. So, if you're playing online at all, it will just take longer every time you die,
interesting.
even if you aren't signed in or anything. And I played that, like, I was just like, fuck it, unplugging the Ethernet cord. And then I was just like, wow. So it literally adds like 10 seconds to every death. Cool. That's stupid, but yeah.
Weird. I did not know that.
Yeah. Also, the whole, if you're not playing Bethesda with a Bethesda account, you have to disconnect from the internet in order to start the game. Like, there's just a wall, and you can't even say no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think Doom Eternal is probably better than 2016, but there's just some internet related stuff that
Right.
I see, and I'm like, you're making the game worse.
Mm-hmm.
You're just making it worse. I'm sorry for all the sound issues.
It's I hate when there's just a really good game and there's just like a few
Minor
online things that
things.
hold
Yeah.
it back, but it's
Yeah.
like they're minor gameplay wise, but like they're really not that minor. Like
Mhm.
the new Hitman series is a good example.
Mhm.
Fantastic games, especially how you can like port the old games to the newer ones to get
Mhm.
new content essentially and new gameplay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic trilogy. Recommend it to everyone. It's always online for some godforsaken reason. And if you're not online, I do not think your progress gets saved, or like you can't do challenges or something pretty integral to the gameplay loop.
Uh, uh, Parker wants to know when you're gonna stream Hitman.
Oh, I'd do a Hitman stream basically whenever. If the Christmas event is still going on, I might try and do one this week because I love the Christmas event in that game. There's in one of the missions you have to fucking find and kill Marvin Harry from Home Alone.
Oh,
And if you do a specific amount of challenges, you unlock the Santa suit, which I've been trying to do for like 3 years in a row, but I just haven't pulled it off yet.
I have never played Hitman because I saw that as a kid and I was like, I'm probably not allowed to play that. And you ever file something in your brain
It's just there forever.
and I'm like, I'm gonna be it's midnight,
Oh, is it
past
time?
midnight here. I'm 26.
Happy
Thank
birthday
you.
to you.
You is
Happy birthday to you. We're in it now. Happy
oh boy.
birthday, JV. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm 26 now, and you know what that means. I still feel guilty if I try to play M-rated games sometimes.
Welcome to the club. Well, welcome to the 26 club.
Yeah,
That second part, I don't really have an issue with that one so much
yeah.
anymore.
Like, the guilt in me is so strong. When I was like 7 years old, my dad rented a PlayStation 2 and the new Hulk game because I wouldn't be so upset about it, Ace, being young. But the Hulk game was rated T for teen, and I refused
Ooh.
to play it because I was like, it's rated T, and I'm only 7, and my dad's like, it's okay. I'm letting you play it. I got this for you. to play. It's okay. And he had to like sit down with me and tell me that it was okay to play a teen-rated game because I was like, dude, I was just a born narc, I guess. But
Very similar story for me, actually.
oh,
For like my 7th or 8th birthday, someone got me a Shrek GameCube game.
mm-hmm.
Also rated T though. So after I was done opening the gifts, I like went up to my mom and said, "Hey mom, I got this." And she's like, "Yeah, it looks fun." I'm like, "But it's rated T." She's like, "I think you'll be fine with Shrek." And I was like, "Okay, can I go play it?" And she's like, "Go ahead." I'm like, "Yay!" And it was a Shrek game, so it was T for like some minor
Humor.
swearing and like farting. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
It was a weird game. It was like a collectathon. Shit, I gotta try and track that down.
I did not play the Shrek 1 game. I played the Shrek 2 game, though.
Because the one I had wasn't even based on any of the movies. Really, it was its own standalone thing.
Mm.
Took place like after one, I think.
Mm. The interquel. If you want to get to know the lore and world of Shrek.
Damn, that was, now that I think about it, it was a solid game. Kind of scared if I play it again, I'll realize it probably wasn't that solid.
2002, 2003-ish. That's what we were talking about, like early Shrek games.
Yeah, I got a T-rated Shrek game when I was like 8, and I thought I couldn't play it.
Yeah, like, I remember that the E10 Plus rating came out in 2005, the year I turned 9, and then we got the Madagascar game for GameCube, and it was E10 Plus, and we got it for Christmas. My birthday, as you have probably just learned, is 2 weeks after Christmas. And my brother's like, "You can't play this for the next 2 weeks." And I was like, that's stupid. And he's like, "I'm messing with you." After he said that way later than I did. But he was like, "You can't play it." He was just being an older brother. But I was like, "No, I'm allowed. They gave it to us." And my mother gave it to us. Every gift we opened, my stepdad would say, "Who gave that to them?" And she'd say, "We did," or "Who else gave it to them?" He never bought a gift for us until they were about to get divorced.
Damn.
I love the world. Isn't it great? He got me a knife. I lost it. Oh no, it wasn't even 2 Christmases. We went to his empty house. We went to his empty house and to church with him. And then they were already separated at this point, and I was like, "Why do we have to go?" Because I was 14, and I was like, "I thought we didn't have to deal with this anymore. I thought we were done." And then she was like, "We're just going for the one time going," and I was like, "Why? None of us here like him. You hate him too." And then we went, and I got a knife and a wallet, I think, because he gave us very utility gifts, because he doesn't know what we like to this day. But and then after that, so we're never doing this again, right? And she's like, "I don't know." And I was like, you don't know? We're living in a different building now. We moved out. That was on purpose. And then they got divorced like 7 months later. And I was like, "Oh, okay, finally. We're done with this garbage." Well, if you are going to owe somebody money, it's probably better that it be family.
Also, rest assured that you definitely do not owe Jester more than Frisco owes me.
Oh, are you in the same camp? On the other side?
I'm on the other side of the camp. I'm the one breaking the kneecaps in this scenario.
Oh yeah.
Oh my... Come on! It's the first boss. I'm good at these games, I think.
You are playing with a bad shield.
I took it off because I didn't want to rely on it.
You can use it a little bit. Like I don't know if it weighs you down. Oh wait, hold on. I'm trying to open the image, but it's okay. Cowabunga! It is. If someone with a gun with a gun to my head told me to name the ninth largest pyramid in the world, tell the wife I'll be home by summer. Now draw her leaving the Tojo clan. Wash your hands and say your prayers because Jesus and germs don't mix. Is that what it says? I don't know. I did really like the now draw her protecting the pilot. I thought that was incredibly.
Oh that's a classic.
Protect the pilot. Oh.
Now draw her memes are top tier.
God.
Mike, please don't land my controller, Mike. No.
Oh no. It's like...
Oh my god, why have you done this to me, Mike?
Also, I had a oh damn, Ace, for real. But, I was speaking to Sunky today, and he was like, yo, do you think any of us could beat Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? And I said, no. And he's like, what about all of us together? Like, probably not.
There's so many factors there. Is it fisticuffs only? Do I have prep time? What items am I allowed?
No, he was like, no, barehanded, all three of us together. Can we jump? And we get the jump on him? Do you take on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? I'm like, God damn it. We barely go outside, dude. He has I'm assuming that he has 4 personal trainers. And dietitians and stuff. He probably has multiple gyms inside of his own home.
He's probably his own personal trainer.
Yeah. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson exercises for a living. Even though he does have fake tits.
What?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's tits are fake. But he has pec implants.
Is there nothing real in this world? Is there nothing left for me to believe in?
Oh, good for you, Parker. But we also decided that in One Piece, if The Rock were in One Piece, his name would be Johnson D. Wayne. And I think that worked out perfectly. I feel like that I can't remember who specifically, but there is at least one character based on Hulk Hogan in One Piece, and I'm struggling to remember who it is because there are a lot of characters in One Piece.
Turns out if your show goes for 1,000 episodes, you muster up quite the cast.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're Crayon Shin-chan or something, I don't know. But
I just like that Parker is frequently sending images to this party, and I have yet to see a single one.
I don't know where he's sending them to.
I think he sent them directly to... Actually, it's probably just
17 more plus 17 more messages. Yeah, there's the party.
Okay. Oh my.
I will not be telling him to do that. Okay. But okay, I don't get notifications while streaming, that's why. But
oh, that's probably why I'm getting them.
yeah, because you are free of the chains.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, Like when I first got the PS4 after like near the end of the first year of having it, I was like, should I buy Devil May Cry 4 even though I have a copy on Xbox 360 on PS4? Should I buy it? And this was the first time I was like, should I buy this Devil May Cry game again? And decided, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play it. I like it already. So I might as well invest my money in something I know I'm going to enjoy, right?
Yeah.
That is, I don't know. It's in like my top 5 most played PlayStation games, I think. On now that PlayStation has allowed us to see how much time we spent playing a game.
Oh, that's the thing we can do now?
Yeah, on PS5 only.
That's dangerous.
Apparently the PS3 can't and PS4 can't handle it. The PS2 has memory cards that tell you that. But they're like, no.
It's just too powerful without external memory sources, I guess.
And fucking, and it's like, oh yeah, you got like what is it? I think I have like 700 hours on Devil May Cry 5 or something. I was like, yep, that seems about right. And yeah, so I played it and I was like, oh, this is good. The loading times are better. The frame rate, it never drops. And also there's this mode where they're like, what if there were 2 billion enemies? Which is a very good mode. It's just Devil May Cry, but Dynasty Warriors, which is already similar.
That Kill 1 Billion Demons series I've heard so much about?
I guess. I've heard of something like that, but I don't know. Is that like a manga? I'm sorry, Parker, this is a different party. I foretold this.
It's a webcomic that I think that's where the phrase reach heaven through violence comes from.
Oh, that's a good phrase. What about the Streets of Rage remake quote, trust only your fists, the police will never help you.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Parker, why are you calling me on Snapchat?
He wants to tell you something that has to do with Pokeballs. I think you can guess the rest of the content.
If I were not currently engaged with a boss, I would probably pick that up. Maybe I should trust my fists.
Oh, you're gonna try to barehand it?
I can't get the timing on this club down. It's just
funky.
Slower than I'm expecting.
Are you still two-handing it?
No, I'm one-handing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good drop. I'm trying to think of like advice I have for the club.
I've never used a club in this game before. Is what I'm realizing.
It isn't too late. You can remake a character if you really need to. I can.
I know that would have been the faster, smart thing, but now I'm gonna be stubborn about it.
Yeah, I can. If you do want to make another character, I do have methods to get you souls. It's cheating. It's called cheating. That's what I'm doing. I would be doing. I think more games should let you cheat. So in the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, like Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, then like 3 months later they added the hardest difficulty, and then another like, oh hi Zai, how you doing? I'm not winning yet, but I'm definitely playing. So in Kingdom Hearts 3, 3 months after it came out, they were like, okay, here's the hardest difficulty. Then like another 10 months after that, they were like, yo, DLC, and also two new weapons that I personally was very angry were not in the series, in the game to begin with, because it's like, oh man, what if some of the characters' most iconic weapons just weren't in the game? They were modeled in the game, you just couldn't equip them.
I found a fucking chime in the starting area.
Oh yeah, chime.
Not found.
They dropped one.
Drop.
Yeah, they're a pretty rare drop though. So
I guess that's a sign. I guess I'm also doing a cleric run.
Oh, we can like twin cleric runs. Not bad.
I
Oh
don't
well,
think I've
hi.
done miracles in this game yet, so maybe I will.
Hope you're
I want to
doing
do
well. Si.
something.
Sorry
I
about
want
that.
to do something on the magic half. I might
Magic
do
is
miracles.
really good. I've been going miracles ever since I played Dark Souls 1 and was getting destroyed and was like, I need more healing, please. And then I started using miracles and I was like, well, these are amazing. I can just heal myself without taking Estus. I'm never using anything but this.
My
And then
God.
they're like, oh, by the way, you can throw lightning bolts. And I was like, I can throw lightning bolts!
Zeus who?
Yeah. Life is... well, it's my birthday right now. That's part of why I'm streaming. Uh... Yes. Oh, God, you're... Yeah, it's my birthday. I'm 26 now. I feel it. I don't feel good anymore. Thank you. Let's see. Anything else that going on that isn't like unhappy? I'm playing Dark Souls. That's cool. Oh, my friend Graham's here. He's cool.
Heyo, that's me.
Yeah.
You're not hearing voices. It's a co-host.
Uh-oh.
Also, I gotta ask, is that a motherfucking Repo the Genetic Opera reference?
Zydrate Heaven? I don't know. I know so everything.
Oh, yes.
Parker said not to say you're cool.
I mean, multiple people this week have told me I'm cool. People who don't normally say I'm cool. So I think the cards are against you on this one, Parker. Unfortunately, the council has decided I am not cringe. I am base.
You know, every time they're like, we'll make a musical into a movie, I'm like, are you sure about this?
Are you sure?
I've been asked to threaten you by Parker.
Listen, I appreciate the attempt. Nothing is more threatening than this fucking dude right now.
I'm threatened. Like, I don't think movie musicals are impossible, but I think doing them in live action just is really hard to really coordinate it satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's reminding you that he lives minutes from your home.
If you have something to say, get here and say it then. You're invited. I'm pretty sure you know the garage code.
Man, I am... Whenever people are like, I have a code to my house, we don't use keys, I'm like, feels like a bad idea.
Oh, it is. You can't get locked out that way.
Yeah.
My whole family knows from experience.
Yeah. Like, it is snowing here. For me, yes. For Graham, is it snowing for you?
It was flurrying a bit, but I think it stopped.
It's all cold. Like, so we have a leak in the basement, and we have a bucket, a big old bucket in the basement. Good evening, Kilo.
Howdy.
And I have to drain the bucket into our garden, which is incredibly small and shallow. So it just drips down into the... Oh, okay. If you gotta go to bed, that's all right. Don't worry. But yeah, so I have to pour it, and then I'm like, oh boy, and then it like drips in front of it, and then the path I walk into the basement gets flooded. So I say a basement, it's like an external entrance, but it's not exactly a cellar. Oh, get up to 10 inches. Sorry, I thought you meant it'll be up. You have to get up by 10 tomorrow. I misread that. I can't read. I'm sorry. I don't want there to be a lot of snow tomorrow, but I don't live where you do, so.
Man, am I weird? I like shit tons of snow and like the absolutely frigid cold we've been having.
I do like a lot of snow. However, I live on a big hill in the middle of nowhere now, so a lot of weather is nowhere near as fun as it used to be.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like they're like, oh yeah, by the way, did you know that there's like a list of priorities on who gets their power back first, and you're not high on it?
Ooh.
Your little village, you don't really get that much. On the plus side, sometimes we're out of the way from the power outages, but but if we are out of the way, that means we are less likely to get fixed quickly.
You're so off the grid that if the grid goes down, it doesn't affect you.
Mm. Oh, yeah. And we do have a generator. However, it's gas, and that means that... And it's old gas, so we have to, like, pour it out somewhere or into a can, and then, and then get new gas. All of which require at least some driving to, get the gas. And like we don't just have canisters waiting around. I hate it. Like could they just please, like, they're like, I'm like, please just give us more like, what if there were actual public generators that people could use? What if that was a thing you did in case of emergencies, seeing how we all need electricity nowadays? Not that we didn't before, but we don't just have coal sitting around.
We're highly dependent on this newfangled electricity stuff.
Oh yeah. What if people had access to resources? Oh. Like, crazy talk. What are you, a communist? I'm like, all right, sure. I don't care what you call it. I just want to not die. That's my political stance. Not dying is good.
Just be nice to each other and not die.
I'm trying not to launch into the conversation I have every time I think about this. What if we improve things somewhat? But you participate in society. Ha ha ha. I am very intelligent.
I'm very smart. Yeah.
Pinko. Oh, that's like, speaking of pinkos, that is what Denny Crane refers to everybody who says anything progressive in Boston legal as.
This week I'm talking Boston. Let's fucking go.
But God, like, he says that when I think at one point someone's like, do you have to have so many guns? Denny has at least like 8 guns on him in one episode. Because like the cops are like, we're taking your guns away, dude. He shot like 3 people. Birthday Boston, baby. Oh yeah, blankets all around your house is a very good idea. I respect it very much. And little heaters are good too. But
blanket fort with little heater inside.
Yeah.
Fire hazard, but also very cozy.
Like, you know those kotatsu things in Japan?
God, yes.
I'm like, that's the best idea I've heard of in years. We don't have those over here? Like, culture, nothing. Those are amazing.
And some people claim Western civilization is the peak. Like, absolutely not.
Like,
when they got that over there, that's like baseline for utopia, I think.
I'm like, everybody just gets, like, I'm not necessarily in love with how low the table is, but like, just heated blanket on a table that everybody can sit around.
My tall ass might suffer from having the table so low. But I guess if the warm pit is deep enough.
Now, if it's a table with like space under it and you can stick your legs in, perfect. As long as like you aren't competing for too much. But
So isn't that how like a lot of them are, where they actually have like a hole in the floor, basically?
yeah. Oh, Parker brings up the IKEA razors, like to raise up tables. That's also a good idea. So like when the power went out last, my mother looked up like how to make your own fire heater, and we had to. I had to carry in. No, we had to carry in a cinder block, and like clean it off, and then put candles in it. And then we had that going for a little bit. Then, of course, after it was all over with and the power came back, Levi was like, "Ooh, new place to sit." And like the fire was out at that point. He just sat on a brick, and it was like, "What are you doing? There's no residual heat anymore, dude. You're sitting on a brick. It's from outside. You're." Oh, Levi's my cat, by the way. So I have a cat again.
Levi's just some dude I know. He sits on bricks.
If white trash is a banned word, so apparently Kilo might have tried to say white trash and it was not allowed. I haven't banned that. But I banned other words, but not that. Oh man. Oh wait, we could do an experiment. Thank you for the congrats on Cat. He's gotten rounder in our. We've had him for about a year and a half now. He's gained like 10 pounds, which is a lot. Oh my god!
Finally.
You got him?
That shouldn't have taken that long.
Awesome.
I've played all these games multiple times.
They're just they're like taking like Kilo is just saying cracker white trash. I said a slur. Am I allowed to?
You guys are gonna get banned like fucking who is it,
Hassan, yeah. I'm half white. I'm half white. Do I have the C word pass?
I think only Australians have that.
Oh, okay. The Graham, you can't give me the C word.
Listen, I'll lend it to you, but only for tonight, only because it's your birthday. Go wild.
Like, Caucasian with Ace just posted Caucasian with an asterisk. Thank you, Kilo. But I'm 26. I didn't. Gotta be honest. I wasn't planning to. I had no plans for 26. I was like,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna let you ask a little secret. It's also my plan for 26.
Wait, aren't you already 26?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's how it's been going.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. We need to set up a password. I already have one. GUDA. But
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't know if anyone has plans for 26, but
now anyone on the internet can join our.
Oh no! Any of my viewers, all people I at least sort of know, or at least know someone who knows, or I don't like that. It's relatively contained, and if need be, I could just like, I don't know, hit this button or whatever, pause stream for a second. But
nah. I am mostly chill.
No, I don't have kill button, but I do have PlayStation home button.
Oh god, Bone Dog.
Oh yeah, Bone Dog is a danger.
Forgot about Bone Dog.
Bone Dog is not to be trifled with.
I should ignite the new fire before I try and fight each katana guy.
No, like enemy doggy. the no, real doggy in my house is asleep right now. She's a big heavy sleeper, unless of course she hears somebody else getting up, and then she's like, "A vent?" But I'm sorry. We may get a visit from one of our cats, like either one of Graham's three. Is it 4 or 3 at the moment?
3.
Oh, okay. So one of Graham's 3 cats, or one of my soul cat, my one cat. That's how you say it. But he's pretty comfortable, so he might not move in here. But if he does, he'll certainly make himself known. He's gotten so confident. So we've been doing little things to get him socialized so that my dog will be used to him. Because, like, it's not... So, Chloe, my dog, has no problems with cats. Like, so, it's just that she is such an excitable dog and loves cats so much that she is a threat because she will pin them down and lick them, and her claws are still sharp because she puts up the biggest fight against, like, not declawing. We wouldn't do that to a dog. That's messed up. But, like, against nail filing, that, like, she acts like she's having her arm ripped off. Like, against just, like, if you can't put the dog nail file on her, she will pull away harder than anything else in the world. And she will screech and yelp and howl like you're going to, like, actually amputate something. And we're like, we're just clipping something off of you. Like, my mother tried to give her, like, CBD oil for dogs in the hopes that, like, that would... Yes, we're thinking about putting a scratching board in. And, like, we try to take her on walks, but she has a bad leg. But, like... And also winter. So, winter is not good for... She is a short-haired dog, so winter walks for her are not very long anyway. But,
Sorry, Haunt. Who do I talk to get the...
Sign?
Yeah.
Emma. Or not maybe Emma, but the old lady. Yeah. But, so every time they see each other, Chloe will sit there like a hunting dog, like a pointer, locked on to him, and will sit there vibrating. And if you touch her, you can feel her like if you've ever seen someone absolutely freezing, or like on a hard like withdrawal, that's what she looks like. Like, her eyes are the widest they can get, and she stares, and she looks like almost sad that she can't touch him. But like, as soon as Levi gets out near, he goes meh, and he does like this different type of meow, like kind of complaining, but a little bit pathetic, but not unfriendly. It's a weird meow, but he'll meow differently when he sees her, and I'm not sure what it's supposed to mean, but he just like meows. But he'll walk up to her and like nudge her every time when he comes out. After he's done his exploring, he'll go and see, and he'll nudge the dog. She is like vibrating, like she's going to explode. And like eventually, like we did the best we've ever done before last time, but he did roll on his back and expose his belly, and she like immediately started licking him, and was okay. Because if she gets too excited licking a cat, she'll pin them down and lick them until she's pulled off of them. It's a problem. She likes cats so much. I would say she probably likes cats more than dogs.
Sorry for the password. Capital G or no?
Lowercase, all lowercase.
Gotcha. Alright, do you have a sign down already?
Yep, my sign is down. As we are just starting off, I guess cats... Good lord. I guess cats are dogs too. Alright, sign is down. How are you for embers? Yes.
You don't think I have? Well, I have one, and I'm currently embered. So
I have 5. I've gotten lucky.
say this is fine. I'll just not die.
Good plan.
Where's your sign at?
It's right by the first bonfire at the out of the building.
Oh, outside here.
Yeah. Yes, the password is based on the Gouda the cheese, but somebody spelled it wrong. That's the lore. Anyway, the story I meant to tell like an hour ago was playing Devil May Cry 4 on PS4. It was like, oh, it's so fast and good. How did I ever play it on Xbox 360 before this? And then I was like, oh, how could I ever go back? And then 5 came out, 3 years later, and I was like, oh, loading times are slow again. But like Devil May Cry is dedicated to like it will run at 60 frames per second unless it's the other one, which does not. It did not originally, and then it did later. I don't know if I've told you before, Zai, but I am addicted to a series called Devil May Cry along with Dark Souls and Kingdom Hearts and Mega Man. I have problems.
Nah, not problems. Oh wow, I've missed another call from Parker.
Can you see my sign, or do I need to?
Oh yeah, I cannot see it.
Okay.
Am I doing something wrong?
Let's see. I'm human. Landline. Matchmaking on. GDA.
Oh, let me check might be other matchmaking settings.
Yeah. Right, of course. You saw me playing DMC5. Parker wants me to tell you you suck, apparently.
Parker, I can read the comments. I'm here.
You tell your father. Did I ever tell you about like my? Oh yeah, Graham, you're to stay hydrated, but
I mean, I don't have an issue with that. I hydrate all the time.
I told you that after my dad kept urging me to go to college, and I was not particularly enthusiastic about it. He like started telling my mother to tell me to go to college. Okay, here, I'll try canceling it and putting the sign back down.
Okay.
Like,
it's right outside Firelink, right?
No, it's at the first area. You can't put it in Firelink. You have to be in the level 1 at the...
So before the boss arena.
Yeah. No, you have to...
like the first area.
Yeah, you have to warp in to the... Yeah, you can't... Yeah, there's no boss.
I got you now.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. Because I was trying to think, I'm like, how do I get out of this area? And that's right, you warp.
And
I've been in the wrong area this whole time.
Yeah, and then like my dad was like, "Oh, have you thought about going?" Oh. My reply was static, yes, but
how the fuck are you doing that with your mouth?
I can't wait to be in the Police Academy reboot, but I'm sorry, I'm very sorry, Zai, but Graham has the real-time advantage, but he doesn't have the delay that you do. And he did not seem to get that every time he brought it up to me, I was like, no, or not. Like and he's also said, he's like, if you don't want to do something, decide not to do it. Like, okay. And he continued to dag me for the following 3 years. And like on Sunday he was like, have you ever considered getting into programming? I bought this C++ programming book. Oh, good night, Park. I'm like, you know, you don't have to try to bring up careers as hobbies to me in the hopes I'll get a job.
Thanks for the wishes, Parker. Sorry I couldn't take your calls tonight. Please leave a message after the beep, and hopefully I'll get to them as soon as I can.
Good night. Thank you for your attempt to reach us. This line is currently out of service.
Also, pray tell, what happens? I knocked the Uchigatana guy off the ledge. Would that just spawn where he used to be?
Yes, it just spawns where he used to be. No, he doesn't come back. It'll just be there later.
Okay, cool. Because I did just walk up to him. So I was like...
No, that's the method.
I can do this real quick. And sure enough, the first punch I knocked him off. And I was like, yes. And I was like, oh no. I forget if that comes back. So let me grab that. That'll work.
Oh, good news. I have not found much, but I have gotten a slightly better shield, a helmet, some pants, and a sword. Yes, that is what he's like. But I'm like, and he says to my brother, he's like, are you ever thinking about going back to go? He didn't go, but he's like, you should go back. No. We can both do the static thing. He can. It's interesting. We must get it from our mother. But I'm sorry. College is... It's not even that I'm distinctly opposed to, like, getting an education. It's a lot of money that I don't have. And I don't know how I would get there. And my mother is not a dot matrix. But, but, God, I need to watch Reboot. It's a lot of money I don't have. I have no idea what I'd want to learn, and it costs way too much for you to just mess around and see what you like. And then it's like, well, that's what you do now. And then, like, right before I finished high school, we had this one teacher who I'm very grateful to, being like, yo, by the way, it sucks being a student right now. And your age group has, like, the lowest rate of employment. I know, but like, I just Dot Matrix made me think of Dot from Reboot, which I need to see because everybody tells me it's good. By everybody, I mean a single video essay that was quite intent on it. Please watch Reboot, they said.
Oh my God, I've been putting points into intelligence instead of faith. Oh no.
There are respecs in this game. Don't worry.
I know. It's only a couple points. But I thought I was one away from being able to use that chime I found. I was not. I'm 4 away because I put him in the wrong slot.
The talisman only costs 10. So you can already do it. You can just you have to buy the talisman, but it is something you can just use outright.
Yeah, I was gonna pull it off and just get the just use that chime I found. So that's okay. 2 more levels. That'd be quick.
I don't like the idea of starting out in the negatives. It seems like a bad choice. What if, like, after you finish the tutorial for an RPG, they were like, okay, so do you want to spend 15,000 coins to get a starting class, or do you want to continue being a freelancer? And I'm like... So what do freelancers get? And they're like, no money. I'm like, cool, what do the classes get? And they're like, money sometimes.
Money sometimes, but only if you pick the right one, and we're not going to tell you what the right one is.
And it's like, you want to be a nurse? And I'm like, I'm a germaphobe, right? And it's like, people are like, oh, you should be a nurse. It's like guaranteed employment and it's a good job. And I'm like, yeah, but you have to be in a hospital all the time, interact with it's like, I don't want to deal with the constant death and
being in charge of making sure people don't die.
Yeah, and then a pandemic. And guess what? My friend who became a nurse quit her job at a hospital recently.
Because this might be the worst time to get into nursing.
Mm-hmm.
Or the best time if you're a masochist or something.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, what's the matter with it? And it's like, it just doesn't seem like a very good job. Also, I have not had a good history with doctors. I've had a fine history with nurses. Pretty much every nurse I've met has been nice, but a lot of doctors are not nice.
Yeah, I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment today, and they canceled like 2 hours before.
I've never what are you busy with? I don't know.
Well, today I assume they were busy with a lot of COVID.
Yes.
Today I kind of got why.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh boy. Well.
Good news. I do have some more embers already.
Yeah. And they're like, everything I've heard about nurses is like, what do you do? All the footwork and heavy lifting in hospitals, really, except surgery. And I'm like, don't want.
Do you get paid accordingly?
No.
Not really.
And they were and in Canada there have been many campaigns like, we desperately need nurses for the last 20 years. And I'm like, cool. Good luck. I don't, it seems like a bad job. And then people are like, why don't you become a vet? And I'm like, you have to put dogs down, right? And cats.
Right. A lot of vet work is a lot sadder than it is happy.
Yeah. No, it's not very. Yeah, it's like, in exchange for putting your life on the line every day, you trade proposal. You put your life on the line every day for minimal pay. You receive compliments. Yeah.
You receive a warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to drop stuff for it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm getting a ringing. I'm sorry.
It's a bit staticky, but I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, how's this?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I just need to find that perfect place. Yeah. Yeah. Nurses deserve a lot of money.
Wanted to put pants on, I see.
Me at my family. What? Oh, you want me to put pants on? I see.
Didn't realize this was a dictatorship.
Also, the answer whenever being a TV, like either Judge Judy or on a talent competition, seems like an ideal job. Like, it. Okay, so that, if you can do that or whatever Gordon Ramsay does, he's not cooking anymore. He's just yelling at people. Like, it's like, what do you do? It's like, how do we don't have mold in it, so clean food and repaint and clean the place and make food that tastes. I was like, damn, that shit does sound like it would work.
How do you parry in Dark Souls 3?
L2, when you have... either...
That's just giving me the like, sword art stance, though.
You need to have a weapon that can parry.
Okay, longsword can't parry. Okay, yeah. I got it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. He yells more on the Americanized shows like Kitchen Nightmares and whatnot. But Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen, that's the other one.
E.
I did find it funny when he was like, what the hell is Twitch? I feel bad for every time it's like, oh, I do new media, and then a conventionally famous person is like, you do what? Not for Ninja, though. I never feel bad for him.
Right. And that's also valid if the new media they're trying to talk about is NFTs.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not media. That's a...
That's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. It's like, pay this URL for this URL to a digital image. And I'm like, I don't, like, what am I getting? And, like, even things that are technically more, like, traditional, like stocks, I'm like, doesn't seem like a good idea to me, personally. It's like, oh, you're just paying market into the market. And I'm like, yeah, but markets do, right? Endlessly fluctuate and change. And often it's like, oh, even if things are predictable, you don't know, like, what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. And if you do know what's going to happen, that's called insider trading, and it's illegal.
Yeah, and, like, the way things are these days, internet spreads word way faster than you can change a stock option or whatever. It's like, well, like, lots of people were investing in whatever Bitcoin it is, another scam that Elon Musk owns. And then it's like, oh, Elon Musk said something really stupid on Twitter, and immediately the value dropped to nothing because he said something dumb. Yeah, it's a safe investment.
If that happened every time I tweeted, world economy would be in shambles right now.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, Elon, just stop tweeting.
That's what we're all saying.
Yeah. I remember when, like, during the last presidency, I'm sorry, but when it's just like, oh good, he's caused another crisis from just tweeting, and I'm like, please shut up, please shut up.
Words.
Oh, and then he got banned from for inciting a riot and promoting violence.
I was gonna say happy anniversary to that, but
oh yeah, that was yesterday.
We're past that in my time zone too now.
I was like, on January 7th last year, they were like, so we're going to try to impeach Trump, and I was like, oh, that's one hell of a birthday present.
About fucking time. It just took till the end of his presidency.
And I'm like, but, like, when you've reached the point of, like, you know what, maybe you should attack the Capitol. And it's like, sir, do you know what you just said? That's quite literally treason. Like,
sounds mighty like, some light treason.
Yeah. Might have committed some light trees.
That joke will never not be funny.
Oh god, I keep every time I've seen Jeffrey Tambor, I'm like, I know him from something. What do I know him from? And then last year now, I guess, I googled him as like, who is that voices King Neptune in the SpongeBob movie? And they're like, Jeffrey Tambor. Oh no, we just went past a bonfire. It was up above, and we got invaded. So that guy just got. But yeah, he's King Neptune in the SpongeBob movie. Anyway, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, "Oh, that makes sense." Yeah.
Alright, I'm re-embered.
I just like the amount of things he was able to get away with for really no reason. It's just, like, how were you the guy chosen? Like, not even by the not even by the nation, because he wasn't, but like, who decided this guy? He's the guy we're gonna have. Like, I'm like, I know, like, he's indebted to some people in Russia, apparently. But I'm like, you didn't have anybody else. Yeah. Like, this dude is not good.
We verifiably had a lot of other people. There was the whole prequel to the 2016 election where we whittled down those people.
Mm-hmm. Like, I remember, I'm like, please no. And then I'm like watching it. It's like, he won the primary. I'm like, well, this is not good. This is probably not going to go. And then, like, that tape surfaced. I'm like, well, that should probably confirm it. And then I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, hey, how do you feel about, I love sexually harassing women? And then it's like, well, and then it's like, thanks, Mr. President.
You don't respect women or minorities in the slightest? You're hired. Oh man, he would thrive at Blizzard right now.
I was gonna say, is he going to join the police? But not the band, I'm talking about the institution. He'd be terrible in a band.
Or on the police force.
Well, yeah, but he would thrive. No, you'd have to go outside and walk and stuff.
He'd have to do work, supposedly.
You have to actually walk up to give them the tickets and like,
or catch them in certain cases.
Oh boy. Oh, are we getting too political? Just like two people left, people just popping by, and I'm just like, Donald Trump is bad.
That should no longer be any sort of polarizing opinion.
Oh, it will be a polarizing opinion for decades. So, are you familiar with the last Trudeau? Like, not the current Trudeau, but the previous one?
Not really.
Well, he was known for, among other things, he decriminalized gay marriage in the 60s. No, not gay marriage, just homosexuality in the 60s, I believe, or early 70s or something. And he's like, it's none of our business, and it's like, okay. And then that was before he became prime minister. And then yeah, and oh yeah, sorry, we've been getting very political in the meantime side, right? But we're complaining about everybody's least favorite orange peel, but and I'm giving everybody a Canadian history lesson. But Trudeau then ran for prime minister, and he won, and he was prime minister. So Canada doesn't have term limitations, You can be elected prime minister as many times as you want, as long as you keep running and you keep getting voted in. Unless, technically, I believe the Queen has, or the Governor General have the right to say no. That's a stupid conspiracy. But, that Trudeau is Castro's son. I think that's weird, but a lot of things would be required there, and it's just like I haven't paid attention to it at all. There are other funnier conspiracy theories, I think, but who knows? We all have our favorites. I much prefer birds aren't real.
They're not, though.
No, I'm sorry, not birds. Trees. Trees.
They're not real either.
But god damn it. But anyway, he was prime minister 3 or 4 times. That's a good point. I don't know why you drive on parkways and park on driveways. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, so let's see. He legalized homosexuality, and he often made many left-wing 4 years. Technically they're 5 years, but they all like go at 4 years. Yes, you can now be gay in Canada, thanks to
Finally.
As of 1968, I think it is, or 1964 maybe, I don't remember. But that was before he was even prime minister of justice, which definitely sounds like a thing from Dark Souls, or something like.
That sounds like something from like fucking Judge Dredd too.
Yeah, so let's see, that happened, and then he ran and he won, and he was wildly popular with half of the people, and or like maybe 60% of the people, and far less popular with the others, because he said things like, pay some more taxes in exchange for not dying, and he was aggressively pro-Canada and anti-United States. I believe, okay, there was something, he both had a massive insult for Richard Nixon, and so at one point, someone said, how do you feel about like doing something without the United States, or that the United States wouldn't go along with? And he simply flipped off the camera and walked away. And this was while he was in office. And like in front of the his office and home, like a reporter on national TV. He's like, "Hey, what do you think about the United States, our biggest trading partner and the most powerful country on the planet?" He's like, "Fuck them."
King shit.
And someone, I think Nixon called him like a communist or a weakling or something, and he said, "I've been called far worse by far better." And it might have been Pinko, like, yeah, like.
Pinko's such a good word.
Like, the thing is that people became very big. Either were like, Trudeau is far too rude, far too national, and they're like, oh, and he's a nationalist. Yeah, that can be pretty bad. Yeah, but he, like, when you are not invading other countries and you are a smaller country, I know technically Canada has a lot of land mass, but population-wise, it's not big. It's really small. Mm-hmm. It's 34 million people. And back at the time, it would have been like closer to 25 million people. Like, it's not big.
Oh my! I didn't realize it was that small. Damn.
Oh, yeah, no, Canada's just rich. It's small but rich. Yes. Oh, thank you for the water and snacks. Yeah, it's like we are not invading anybody anytime soon, and honestly, we are. It was less it's more focus on not being overwhelmed than by the United States and their culture than every other country is bad. And he also made laws like every piece of media, kind of government grant or whatever, should have a particular amount of Canadian content. I'm sorry, I have no idea how much is getting through. But yeah, so the funny side is that most Canadians don't really give a crap about that, so they will instead do ridiculous things. But like there's that one, what is it, Kids in the Hall or whatever? But one like comedy show. Yes, Canadian geese are the most dangerous animal on the planet, but that aside, they're not too big a threat. But then, there's like that one show, and their Canadian content was like 3 minutes every episode. They would just have like two guys dressed in extremely stereotypical Canadian stuff, like plaid shirts, jeans, big boots, and like the raccoon hats or whatever. And they would sit on couches with like a whole bunch of like hockey posters up, and they're like, "Oh, you ace! Canadian geese are extremely aggressive and territorial. Like they can be downright vicious." But they so they would be like, "Oh, hey, did you happen to see that snow out there today?" And they're like, "Oh, it's wild. Oh, I wouldn't want to give her a go today if I was driving. I would." And it would just be them being stereotypes of Canadians every 3 minutes, every episode. Sorry,
it just sounds like Letterkenny.
Yes, that's what a lot of like I have relatives that talk like that. I haven't seen Letterkenny. I've been to where Letterkenny is filmed or like based on.
Oh, really?
Because it's just a rural place in Ontario. Yeah, it's
okay. I didn't know it was Ontario specifically.
Yeah, that's what a lot like that. I heard that accent and I'm like, I've heard a lot of mean things said in that accent. Yeah. Well, moose are tanks. You don't want like
moose are frightening. They're not technically megafauna, but they probably should be.
Like you see them and like you see pictures of them, and you're like, yeah, I think I know how big that is. And then you see an actual moose, and you're like, that's a bus. That's a truck. Like.
I was incorrect in my assessment of meat.
Yeah. That and wolves. You think like when you see a wolf, when you see a dog, you're like a picture.
I wish Parker was here because me and Parker both know wolves are big as fuck.
Yes, like you're like, yeah, a wolf is like what, the size of like a golden retriever. Like, yeah, that's like I've seen a dog. So the same, right? And then you see a wolf, and you're like, why is it like 400% of the size of an average dog? And you're like,
literally a dog times 4.
And yeah, and I'm like, this thing could kill all of us right now.
I thought that other skeleton was you for some reason.
Sorry. All right, there is a smarter way to go about that. But
I know. As soon as I dropped down, I'm like, I should have done this.
Mm-hmm.
That was all on me.
So not to be all bourgeois, but grandparents own property. Well, I don't. I own this video game console. But they.
I mean, Sounds like you're winning in this scenario.
But it's a cottage on an island, and their next door neighbors on that island, they have had wolf dogs in the past, and my grandfather has Alzheimer's and he's in a home right now. You don't have to kill him, and it would be unsafe to eat him. But so the wolf dogs, like, so my cousins had a Jack Russell at the time, and like we were outside, and then it's like, oh, careful if they run into Roxy though, and I was like, who's Roxy? It's like, oh, neighbor's dog. I was like, oh, okay, is it like mean? It's like, no, it's not mean, it's just big. It's also like part wolf. And I was like, oh. And then Roxy came over. Roxy is very friendly. Roxy's a good girl. And but I saw Roxy and something in my spine went, death, death, death. When your body just has a physical reaction. By the way, this thing would end your life if it felt like it. Don't relax, because you'll die. Just keep in mind.
It's really the Dark Souls of pets.
Yeah. And, like, I looked, and, like, this Jack Russell, who was, at the time, like, maybe 11 years old, like, an old dog, and like, was, like, sniffing at each other. I'm like, Rosie, Rosie and Roxy, yes, but Rosie was the Jack Russell. I'm like, Rosie, do not start shit. You will die. You, like, because if little dogs will bark and growl at things with no common sense, and I'm like, don't you dare bark or growl at this dog.
Because that's a fight that you can't win. That's a fight that I definitely can't win.
Like,
it's a fight none of us are gonna win.
Jack Russell, maybe the size of, like, I'm gonna say, like a piggy bank, maybe a bit big, like the size of a cat. Like, not big. Like, this wolf is like 120 pounds maybe, and it is lean, and has far more muscle than I do at this time, Rosie. And I'm the biggest person here right now. Your odds are not good if you start shit. You, like, this thing is a killing machine. Yes. I don't know where to get their confidence from. Like, dogs have been slacking for millennia. Wolves have not. Wolves have kept as muscular as they've felt, and like as they've felt necessary. And dogs have been slacking. Yeah. Little dogs are not really trained because they're not a threat, but then they mouth off to things that are a threat.
Okay, I went the very wrong way because I just found the prison.
Oh, okay, you went down that way.
Oops.
Imagine all the wrong ways we can go in Elden Ring.
Oh my god, and we won't even know what's wrong or what's right. God, the like first 3 months or so, really the first like couple weeks of a new Souls game are just absolutely magical. Your
life is gone. It's game only. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Those goo monsters respawn? I thought those were limited enemies.
They do respawn.
Oh, so I'm not... Oh my god.
Just ignore it. You don't get to rewards the second time you kill it. Like...
I tried to run past him.
Yeah.
He fucking flew.
Sorry, I can't heal you yet.
Nah, you good. I got Estus and I got it.
Sorry, I'm desperately trying to reorient my mic. How is it now?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. But, yeah, little dogs can be a big problem, especially when you have a wolf dog right next to you. Thankfully, they both just like sniffed at each other, wagged their tails a bit, and I was like, I think they might have played a little bit, but I was like, those dogs should not play together. No. That one of you is like, Rosie was maybe 12 pounds. Careful, there's the bomber still. Yeah.
Hello, Mike. Oh, damn it. Oh, that was my bad. Mike jumped on me and I looked down. Mike, want to apologize? Not gonna say anything? Well, it's not meowing, but he's purring.
Closely for the purr.
Alright. I'm out of ember.
No, it did not make it through. Alright, you can put your sign down there, and we can go my way. But until...
Smart.
Yeah. This is how we do. Michael is good. But did you buy the sign? The soapstone? Okay.
You put it down now.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about the audio hurricane, but man, I'm still mad about one time I helped someone in Demon Souls beat like the final boss, and like the one who can do the thing to you, who can drain your levels, and I helped him. And we killed that boss. And I lost. He gave me a... And back in Demon Souls, the original, you could rate people when they helped you. You could give them a grade. And he gave me like a B or a C or something. And I was like, go to hell. I lost a level.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
That's like spraining your ankle, helping someone cross the street, and they're like, well, thanks, I guess. And you're like, well, fuck you, too. I didn't know... I helped you. A bus hit me.
My physical state has permanently been altered for the worse. And you give me a B?
Yeah. Alright, I've already killed this one, so we're skipping. We're skating.
Yeah.
Alright, but this is as far as I've gone. So, oh, God. I always forget about that guy. Oh yeah, I was going to ask back before I destroyed this. I'm very good at it. So, would you like me to tell you a bit of some One Piece world building so that you have some people to hate in the future?
Yes, if I can ask for something else first.
Sure.
Because I'm just now realizing I'm not super familiar with the lore of this specific Souls game.
Mm-hmm.
What is all that goo stuff?
That goo stuff is not... I don't entirely know. Oh, what's the confused eye? But I dropped some embers for you as well. But the goo stuff is... I don't have an answer for you, but I have a theory. I believe they're made to imitate other creatures so that they can maintain that they still tame dragons, even though they don't anymore. Because the only, like... Oh god, one of the knights is in here. But,
I got the embers, though. Okay.
Yeah. The only time we see those goo things is on things that aren't supposed to be alive anymore. That are faded far past their prime. So, like, I'm pretty sure that's like a parasite thing they developed to try to keep dragons going, but dragons did not keep going. Mm-hmm. So they have like weird parasitic haunted dragons, basically. That's my thought. Now, that is not necessarily canon. I don't know for sure what those things are, but I believe that they are like just a weird magical parasite used to try to resurrect dragons. that sort of worked. But they are dark elemental, so like anything good against dark is good against them. So like any Artorias weapons, like that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are out of Estus, aren't
you? Yes.
Alrighty.
Do you spawn with less?
Yes, you get half of whatever your total is, and it rounds down. So if you have 3, you get 1.
That's why that happened.
Yeah.
Let me.
Alright, so we can do this the slow and steady way.
Yes, give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna see if I can use this other shield.
That's not a nice thing to know about in D&D. That's scary. I'm not mad at you for telling me or anything, though. That's just scary to know that it's like, oh yeah, Mind Flayer dragons. If you thought Mind Flayers were bad, or dragons, guess what? Have we the thing for you? So, would you like to hear about the Celestial Dragons a bit more in One Piece?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you have not encountered them yet, but that you have encountered nobles already, I believe. So,
yeah,
there are nobles and royalty. Oh, what?
Oh yeah, no, I just saying, yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's just that I just said wait in all caps.
Ah.
Alright, my method in Souls games, unless I get really impatient or angry, is go through things slowly. So I'm going to set that enemy on fire. Then I'm going to throw another bomb and set it on fire again. Graham is in the early parts of Water 7, I believe.
Yeah, Usopp and Luffy. Luffy just fought. Holy shit. Am I dying?
It's okay.
I said fighted.
Oh, have I ever told you about the one time in 2nd grade, the same girl who argued with me who my dad was, she once said, so I nearly drowned, and my our teacher, who was from Germany, was like, drowned? And she's like, yeah, drowned. And like with an amount of sass and authority from this 6-year-old girl. Like, I know what I said. You want to try to tell me again? And she's like, all right. Like, the teacher backed down a little. Like, but anyway, so the Celestial Dragons, there are the nobles and the royalty, but then there are the world nobles, which is their technical name, but they are called Celestial Dragons, and I'm almost certain, they haven't said, but I'm pretty sure they gave themselves that name. So the Celestial Dragons are hated by practically everybody. So, first things you should know, they always wear bubble helmets, like deep-sea divers or astronauts.
Okay.
That is not because of any sort of particular need or ability. It's because they believe they should not be breathing the same air as regular people.
Amazing.
They deserve their own filtered air, and they shouldn't have to breathe the same stuff as garbage peasants do. They refer to themselves as being gods. They do not consider themselves to be the same species as human beings, even though that's what they are. In Japanese, like in the Japanese dub, they say daddy. They do not say to-chan or anything. They do not say papa. They say daddy when referring to their parent. At least one does when referring to his parents. They do not follow the same laws as anybody else, or at least the laws are tailored to them. Mm-hmm. They are allowed to kill people, and they don't do it through any of their own methods of gaining strength, as is generally respected in One Piece, or like anything with skill. They just point guns at people and shoot them if they upset them. They're allowed to. It's law. It's legal. They own slaves and buy slaves.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, they kill people for upsetting them. They're allowed to kill people for anything they want. Like, people trip near them or breathe too close to them. They can kill them if they want. They're allowed. They own slaves, and they will own slaves simply for being attracted to them or for just thinking, oh, I've never seen a creature like that before. Yes, they will have people carry them around and stuff. Zai is adding to the lore. Thank you. Like, yes, they will treat people like cattle. And they are pretty much universally racist and consider fishmen to be completely inferior. So you know how Arlong hated humans?
Mm-hmm.
It's because he and some of his fishman friends were bought and traded as slaves.
Makes sense.
And
fuck.
And in exchange, he was like, well, I am going to treat humans like slaves, and I hate them for the rest of my life. And I'm like, that's not good, but I understand. But
I don't agree, but, like, I get it.
Yeah, and that pirate tattoo. So he and every member of his crew, he has boa yet, but he and every member of his crew all have a sun. All the fishmen in that crew. That is not just a tattoo for being a pirate. It's a tattoo that they added to cover up their slave brands, to rebrand themselves, because that his captain came up with. And his captain, by the way, is based on what's his name? Malcolm X.
All right.
So the symbolism is clear. They are rebranding themselves from being slaves, and they are trying to take themselves back. They will be violent towards humans anytime humans try to mess with them. And Arlong took it to the extreme. To, like, I'll just make my own little place where I can own humans.
Mm-hmm.
And,
oh, God.
Oh, boy. All right, we're running. We're going coward. So...
Oh, no. Okay. Ooh,
no, he's fallen all the way.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Did he survive?
Okay, no, he fell down the pit.
Okay.
Now. Okay. He did initially.
But, also, so you remember Aokiji, right?
No?
The admiral, the ice guy.
Okay, yeah.
So, admirals answer directly to world nobles, celestial dragons. They are allowed to call them, celestial dragons are allowed to call admirals at will.
Oh.
And,
damn.
to do whatever they want. And, fun fact, attacking or harming or upsetting a world noble is a capital offense. So, they can call people who are like they can call, just say, Frieza or Cell whenever they want if somebody makes them mad. So, if you ever wonder, well, why do these spoiled idiots get to do whatever they want? It's like, well, they have the military is theirs. That's why they get to still do it. Like, the whole military and its most powerful individuals get to just, do whatever they want for the rest of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And there is at least one person who's, like, directly below admirals who refuses to be promoted because he hates them so much, in part. He's like, I won't answer to them.
And yes, I'm currently just watching the anime.
Yeah. I could tell you who that is, but that is a little bit of a spoiler. Though, as soon as you see his face, you'll know who he, or look at him, you'll probably be able to guess who he is or how he's relevant. And I don't think it's much of a detractor, not a detractor. I don't remember words anymore. Brain fog is all here. But,
I know what that's like.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm assuming you do not want any spoilers, because it is a long ride. But
yeah, I wouldn't for now.
Yeah.
Also, where do you want me to head back to?
Go to the first bonfire, because that's way closer. But,
okay.
and then
That's
after...
what I figured.
Yeah, after we take this boss out, then I can put my sign down and help you get through here, and because you'll have the ember, and we'll both have some souls to level up with. Oh,
there he is.
There's a little friend. Is that Mike?
Yep.
Mike is a good cat.
And okay, have my sign down right at the first bonfire.
Yeah. Yeah. Celestial dragons are... Oh, he has some thoughts.
He does. Tell us about your One Piece opinions, Mike.
Oh, do you know about Ivankov?
Ivankov?
Yes.
No.
Now, Ivankov is not a Ivankov is part of the Revolutionary Army, whose primary goal is to completely dethrone and remove the Celestial Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And reform the government because they believe, they've ruined it.
Yeah.
So, I can tell you more about Ivankov. Would you like to know more about Ivankov and his role and abilities?
Oh, sure.
Now, you have probably heard about Ivankov. His fruit is the hormone fruit. Ivankov has the power to manipulate people's genes and whatnot. And he is, in fact, can turn people, he can transition people through his powers immediately.
He has spell of transgender?
Yes, that is his part of his power. He can also do things to just be like, yo, you want some adrenaline?
Damn. Cool power.
And he can, they switch back and forth. But
okay.
Ivankov can instantly grow their own body, head, arms, and whatever because they're just juicing themselves. They are, by the way, they dress and are completely designed after Skittle Skidender. You are now transgender, says Ace. But so they can. They are based after Tim Curry from
Rocky Horror.
Rocky Horror, yes, they are completely based on him. But, and they have the power to their signature attack is winking, and they can just they have the power to trans your gender, anybody. Just I can stab you and make you trans. How does it feel?
This weapon inflicts bleed damage. This weapon inflicts poison damage. This weapon inflicts trans damage.
And it's like, you aren't familiar with the coffin? They don't even know the coffin. Oh god, I love that it's just that I found the coffin in Dark Souls 2 and I was like, what does this do? Oh, it changes your gender. I was like, it what?
Coffin of transgender.
Oh, it was so funny. And it was like, that's a joke, right? My friend was like, no, get in, you'll see. And I was like, all right. And I was like, oh, I'm a girl now. I was like, I'm popping back. No, he is, yeah. He is still, he's not at the time skip, no. But, I love One Piece. But, so, what if I were to tell you that after Ivankov is introduced, a character you're familiar with has some sort of relationship with him that is not fully explained, but Ivankov says, I did you a favor that one time, and they're like, shut the fuck up. Don't talk about that. And it's like, well, you owe me. He's like, yeah, but don't fucking talk to me about that anymore. Ooh. And it's a character, so it is implied that a character that you may have already met may be trans. Would you like a hint or to know? Because they haven't said that yet. It's just a hint, and it's too funny to be a spoiler and too impressive.
Ooh, hold on, let me take a guess. Is it one of the main Straw Hats?
No, it's not one of the Straw Hats.
Okay.
I can give you a bigger hint.
Yeah.
They were an arc villain.
Okay. I'm assuming it's either...
Oh, we have been invaded by Krusty.
Krusty's here. Where you at?
I'm heading to the bonfire.
The first one?
Yep. Oh, he's running the other way. Zai just... I don't know if you saw what Zai just asked.
Just saw it. I like to think I have some pretty strong emotional fortitude, but now I'm kind of afraid to ask why.
Alright, are you... Oh, yes, I've cried over the boat, too.
Oh, yeah, I know it's coming in this arc.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're losing the Mary so early. I thought for sure it would survive a few more arcs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it fell from the sky, and it's like, no, dude, that's a rough one.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, because Krusty here is ruining the flow. We're trying to talk about One Piece. Video games are for podcast conversations.
Oh,
okay, I'm running.
Bastard.
I'm still alive.
He was down to nothing.
He was very low.
Okay, I'm thinking trans character is either Foxy or the leader of the Fox Pirates. I fucking forgot his name.
No, I think that's right. I think it's Foxy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have any other guesses.
Well,
that's my guess.
What if I said congratulations diversity when the person who has conquered your country and is ruling over it falsely is trans?
Woohoo!
It is the Sandy one.
Oh my god. From Alabasta?
Yes. Crocodile seems to owe Ivankov some kind of favor that they get that he gets very testy about whenever Ivankov brings it up, and he gets close. He's like, Ivankov's like, I did you that one favor, and he's like, shut up, don't talk about that. And he's like, well, you do owe me. Like, stop bringing it up. No, I'm not kidding you. There is a significant chance that Crocodile is trans.
Oh, yes.
And I was just like, wait, really? I'm like, well, congratulations, but you're not doing the community good. I'm sorry.
Man. It's almost on it's basically the same level as fucking Oryx from Destiny's being trans.
Yeah. Have you met Frankie?
Intergalactic homicidal emperor is trans. Diversity wins.
Yeah. And that's like, and it's like, well, I wonder if if there are any jokes where it's like that's where like Luffy punches Crocodile and Crocodile's like, that's a hate crime. But I'm at like 1 pixel of okay. I kept running. Don't point down at me.
Oh. I've technically met Frankie at this point, yes.
God, I love it. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey Popeye. Oh, Frankie's good.
I'm excited to finally get to Brooke. He's the one I've been waiting for.
Oh, Brooke. I mean,
his style is undeniable.
He who doesn't want to just hang out with a skeleton?
With a skeleton with that hair?
Mm-hmm.
Is he supposed to be based on a... Oh, fuck, who's the guitarist? Slash?
Probably either Slash or Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
But like the glasses definitely look more like Slash.
Mm-hmm.
Slash has a cane with a sword in it. How about that? He's also like 9 feet tall. Like, have you been blocked from? So like, I know that FF14. So Graham's deal with One Piece is he watches it while playing Final Fantasy 14.
Or painting.
Or painting, yes. Well, painting hopefully more because Final Fantasy 14 is quite inaccessible these days.
Yes, I'm on a bit of an MMO hiatus.
Yeah.
Until that gets resolved.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you made the game too good. Oops.
Yeah, so unfortunately my One Piece is slow going, but I was doing some painting last night. I got some episodes in. When Parker comes over tomorrow, I'll get him to sit through a few episodes. If only he were here, he could argue that we not do that, but he's not here, so I'm just gonna sign him up for that right now.
I hope someday that like when One Piece is finished, that there'll be some charitable spirit out there who's like, here, you know what? Not only does One Piece exist, but we have like this complete published series officially that actually makes it a little bit smoother to watch. It's like One Piece is good and all, but it's unofficial, and it's like, you know, not it's you know, you have to go and get it somewhere. Nope, we haven't met Brooke. We are.
I should do that, but at this point, I'm just
no, you're a
completionist.
Yeah, like there are some things in watching it the regular way. I'm like, why did I know you guys have to fill for time, but like that was last episode. It's on the internet. I can go back and watch it legally.
Honestly, all I'd want from like Funimation is just give me a marathon mode where I can just watch episodes back to back, no recap.
They do have that a back to back thing, but it just doesn't work sometimes.
Mine almost never works, especially on PlayStation. Oh my god, the Funimation PlayStation app is so bad.
It's not always great on desktop either. All right, so we're gonna gang rush this guy as soon as I backstab him. All right.
All right.
But like sometimes though, like what tends to happen more often with One Piece is they're like, by the way, this episode has like 3 minutes of content in it, stretched out for 15 minutes. I was like, how many? Like for one recent episode, I'm like, okay, for the last anime episode, I was like, okay, so how much does this cover? And it's like these 9 pages of the manga, and I was like, that's not even a full chapter. It's 9. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say we're just gonna do Dancer real quick.
No,
What has my skill not instilled you with faith?
You started talking about the Dancer, and I hit her instinctively, and I was like, "That's what we do now, right?" And I was like, "No, wait." You switched my brain to the wrong rail.
Amazing.
How did he hear us?
I've made a friend.
Oh, for those unaware, there's like an end game level boss right there that you can wake up early if you want.
Needless to say, it's not for the faint of heart.
No, it's incredibly difficult.
Or for me, given how I've been playing tonight.
Spear!
You got one?
Yeah. Alright, now time to put it on. Wait, hold on to that. I'm still under the current weight. And it does a little bit less damage, but you know what? That's okay. It has distance.
It has distance. Can you block and attack with spears in this?
I believe
game?
so. I think that's been a thing since Demon Souls.
Yes, that was a thing in 1 and 2 for sure. I can't remember if...
Sorry. I have a friend.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's in the corner sniffing at something. I don't know what he's doing. But
Mike, come talk to your pen pal.
Oh, hello, Austin. I guess that is your name, even though I've never called you that before. I'm sorry.
Did you go in?
Yes, I went in. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Ooh, cuz.
Now, we'll let this one play out. Yes, the warlords appear pretty early, but it's been smooth and rough at different points.
It's been rough for everything that I've been a part of.
The thing is that we've both beaten the game, but we are getting back into it after quite some time.
But I've apparently lost all my muscle memory, and the upgrade to 60 FPS is... I'm gonna blame it on that until I start doing good. It's these darn double frames.
But yeah, after, let's see, you have met at least Mihawk.
I'm so glad I could be here to help you.
Yeah.
Enjoy your double health up boss. Oh my god.
What?
I died already.
Too many frames for Graham.
He one-shot me.
Mihawk is cool. I'm trying to think of other warlords you've met. Let's see. You've met Crocodile, who was immediately then fired. I'm thinking. I don't think you've met any others so far. Oh yeah, there will be. Everybody has thoughts about Boa. That 60 FPS live action is discomforting. It feels weird.
Oh my god, is that what was wrong with those movies?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Guess what? It's not what it feels wrong in your head. Because, like, seeing people are at more than 60. But seeing it on film, where it's then altered, the speed is altered to match, your brain is thrown off and it feels sick a lot of the time. It's just like, this isn't how people are supposed to move. It's true. People are well optimized, generally. Oh, did he just come in to use the litter box? I'm a little insulted.
Harsh. Damn, you really do just have this fight on lock.
I've done it a few times. Yes, I have seen the thing where TVs interpolate movies, and I'm like, stop doing that. Because I saw
no, that can't be a thing.
Yeah, I saw it at my friend's place. Their TV was like doing that on The Mummy, and I was like, on the new Mummy movie, and I was like, with Tom Cruise, and I was like, what is this? What is going on here? Why does it look horrible? And I was like, oh god, this is interpolated, isn't it? Like those people that think it makes anime look better. It's like, I turn this fight up to 60 frames per second. I'm like, cool, it's not supposed to be that.
Who likes that? Like, no one has to look at that and feel good about it, right?
Yeah. Like, you can animate things at a higher frame rate, but then it'll look natural. But if you don't do that, it's like the difference between like stretching someone out and someone stretching an image out and something actually being that big. It'll look weird when you fill in the gaps automatically. Like any of those AI things where it's like, oh, we defuzzied this image and Obama turns into a white person.
Hate when that happens.
Yeah. Oh, it seems like your animation messed up. All the frames come in at... I'm sorry, Win, but you might want to turn volume down. I'm sorry, my mic is messing up. But, so it's like, oh, all the impact frames come at the end, so I smoothed it all out so it's all even. And it's like, oh, of course. Thanks for changing the animation. Are you still at the second bonfire? I put my sign down.
Yes.
Alright, if we don't get it this attempt, we can go and level up and try again. I ain't quitting. There's a flag thing on here. And and like when you're embered, the flag lights up, and it's really cool. Also, I can help you with enemies a little bit more with a spear, because when we're both using swords, we're competing for space. So maybe I can help out a little bit more with this.
Oh, I should probably ember myself.
Yeah, that helps a little. Man, I remember when with Dark Souls 1, it's like, oh, I got a humanity, and I was like, what the hell is that? What does that do? Why is there a why is there a 1 in the upper left corner? What does that mean?
And then they fucking did it again with insight.
Yeah, I love just the gives you a random 0 in the corner. It's like, what's that? What is that? It's like, you'd like to know, wouldn't you?
Go figure it out.
Like they do that with so much, and World Tendency is back. I can't wait to see if Elden Ring is just like, hey, y'all want to just like have something that you don't understand, and we won't tell you what it is. Thank you.
Man, I hope they give us something entirely new, but equally as cryptic.
Yes. So I remember there were those T-shirts going around like, I beat Dark Souls. And then there was another T-shirt that's like, I did not beat Dark Souls because it's a flawed game with design problems. And I'm like, first of all, saying a complaint about something as it has design problems is so incredibly vague and isn't much of a criticism when you don't clarify. It's like, it looks wrong. It's like, well, you're not saying anything. But you've clarified no point, and thus there isn't much to be gathered from what you're saying. But kill this guy. We both killed this guy right now, so we don't fuck with him.
We just go. Oh, okay. Whew. Thought I overshot it.
Because I felt I was sliding on you, it counted as me falling farther.
Oh, damn.
Oh, this game's great. But, oh shit, I forgot what I was just talking about.
Oh god, cryptic shit in these games?
Cryptic shit.
World Tendency?
World Tendency, and after that... God, chat, help, please. My brain is gone, only the viewers can help. T-shirt, right? The Dark Souls T-shirts. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
But thank you, Ace. Yeah, but
someone here is paying attention.
Yeah, but it's like, well, what are the problems? It's like, it's hard. I'm like, well, yeah, that can suck, but you don't have to play it. And like bragging about not doing something, about it's like I refuse to participate in this piece of art. It's like, all right,
good for you.
I don't like the Mona Lisa. Congrats, I guess. You don't have to. You don't need to put it on a T-shirt. But and it's like, oh, the game doesn't tell you things. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of the point.
That's intentional. It's not a flaw.
Yeah, it's fine if you don't like it, but just being like, that's a problem. It's like, no, they knew about it. It's on purpose, and it's like they didn't include an easy mode. I'm like, I can see why you'd want that. I can advise cheating. If you can cheat if you want in video game. Mm-hmm. If they let you cheat, then you can, and if they don't, you can find a way. It's okay to cheat in video
game. In this series, you should.
Yeah,
everyone has.
Mm-hmm. Also, other players can literally just do things for you. And also, just like again, the saying it has design problems. That's literally everything. It's like, this thing is flawed. Yes, that's not a criticism, that's a fact of existence. Like,
Soul's back.
About to find out that food expires too? Like,
yeah, God, I'm waiting for the hot fix for that one.
Just like, excuse me, this bread expires. I'd like to return it. Has it already expired? Also, no, you can't return food. It's like, no. Well, then you can't. God, I want to see somebody try to do that someday. Return food. No, we can't return. We can't sell food that somebody's already bought. You could have put anything in it.
See, at the pet store I worked at, we would have to take back open desk dog food, which we couldn't resell, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But we did donate it to a charity who would, check it and use it, I guess.
Man, I hate whenever they're like, yeah, no, any fresh food we have at the end of the day, if we just throw it out. I'm like, that's stupid. It's like, oh, you can't let people have free food. I'm like, why not?
Why not?
It's like, then you're not making money. Well, you didn't sell them, so you didn't make money anyway. And you're not going to sell them, so you're not going to make money. Give people food. It's like, I don't get anything out of this. You're not supposed to. You don't have to get everything out of everything.
Sometimes you can just be
nice. It's like, oh man, this dude's hurt. Are we gonna help him? It's like, I don't know, man. What do we get out of it? It's not the point of helping people, my dude.
What kind of loot do I get?
I was going to make a Solaire reference in the title of some kind, and then I was like, oh, I don't know if anybody but Graham would get that. So, like, maybe it's not worth putting it in the title. Because, he's here. But here it is. Man, I wouldn't trust medieval architecture this much, but I'll take it.
Right. I can't rest without booting you, right?
That's correct. You can boot me, though, and then I can just warp over. But I should probably go with you until you get to the bonfire, though.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm out of Estus, and I would like some Estus.
Yeah, it's pretty important. Come on, stab you as many times. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I did tell you already that the one admiral that Luffy already met is the absolute only admiral that wouldn't have just killed him outright.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, while he did meet someone he had zero chance of beating, he also met someone. It was the only one who had no intent to kill him, and all the others would have just killed him. And it's like, Luffy, you have no idea how lucky you are.
There's still someone nearby. It's that archer, isn't it? Yeah. still can't rest.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I could not remember if you had to return or if I could rest and then boot you.
No,
I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick now, too.
Oh, that's very important.
But I'll wait for your sign so you can load in while I'm gone.
Got a warp loading times slightly improved by the power of the PlayStation 4 Pro.
The infinite power.
Oh man, I hope the next Fable game is going to be good.
Don't we all?
We all have for years, but Peter Molyneux has nothing to do with it this time, I believe, so...
So we might have a chance.
Yes. Oh, I can't...
Hello, Mike.
Like, I can believe he immediately went for NFTs as soon as they were a thing. But I'm like, dude, you know what your reputation is, right?
Right? Also, now I'll be back. Mike, keep him company.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Now it's just me. So here's the thing, is that while Graham is gone, he could still get invaded, so I have to still stay vigilant. People could try to kill him, so I have to keep watch. But I can look through my armor and stuff to see if I have anything that he could use. Already has that helmet. I have very little that he could use. Also, I can't really drop stuff while he isn't here because anybody could come in and take it. Because you can't specify that items are for players. Or like specific players. You just drop it and then they pick it up off the ground. They could make like an Animal Crossing system where you can mail things to people. Animal Crossing is nice. I kind of like Stardew, and I kind of wish that there could be like there are a few slight things I would like change to Stardew, but I like it overall. But I also just wish that more game like the thing about Animal Crossing is that since it's in real time, if your friend comes over, it's like, oh, let's do something. You gotta do exactly what's available at that minute. And I'm like, I kind of like it if we could just, you know, go a little bit faster than real time or something. Also, like, I know Animal Crossing is something you're supposed to play like 20 minutes a day. Just pop in, say hi to your virtual friends, and then go back to your real life. And then maybe on certain days play a bit longer or whatever. Or it's just like, man, but like, I run out of stuff to do real fast playing it the way I usually play games, which is for way too long, extended periods on end. Oh. I should probably stick closer to him than this. I'm getting distracted. Oh, I haven't played in a while. I don't remember. And then your Animal Crossing buddies are like, "Did you die?" And you're like, "No, I was fine."
I am returned.
Welcome back. We were talking about Animal Crossing. I said maybe they should let you mail items to other players in Dark Souls like in Animal Crossing. And then it started an Animal Crossing thing. Because my brain is just a whole bunch of crossed wires. I gotta tell you, I'm worried about like the subway rail that is my brain. It never stays on track. Yeah, you feel like you have to do as much as you can in Animal Crossing sometimes, and then you're like, I think I'm playing it wrong. And you're like, but I don't know what else to do, and they're like, just chill, and I'm like, but that's not doing things. I need to do things. You seem to have no problem not doing anything in real life. I'm like, shut up.
Animal Crossing is the one game where I can actually do that and chill for the most part. I'm happy with my very mediocre, quaint islands. But like, throw me in Destiny, I'm doing all my dailies, all my Every shiny objective marker I have, I'm doing it, even if I don't want to or need to.
Yeah. Like, it's like, here's something you'll never need, but you can only get it here right now. And I'm like, I guess I'm getting it.
Does it check a box or cross something off a list? Okay, guess I gotta do it.
You know, people got really upset when Nier Automata, so I know you haven't beaten it, but it's not a spoiler thing, it's a mechanical thing. But it has nothing to do with any, like, actual gameplay or story of any kind. After you beat the game, you can buy trophies for in-game money that you do not have to pay for in real life. Just if you have money saved up in-game, you can buy trophies.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
And people were upset. They're like, how could you let this happen? It's a sham. All the hard work I've done for trophies. And it's like, well, I'm not saying you don't have to work for them. You can, but other people don't. And it's like, oh, but that's not fair. I'm like, listen, they give platinum trophies out for Telltale games. It wasn't fair in the first place. You don't have to do anything for Telltale games. Like, you have to at least beat the game in Nier Automata to do that. Like, you have to get at least the first 3 core endings. Like, and like, you know, in The Walking Dead, you don't have to do anything. You can, and like, if you want it to be hardcore, like other games, Bayonetta's right over there. You can go play Bayonetta on endless climax, and then, like, dude, that is excruciatingly difficult. They have made hard games if you want. Nier's not like that. Also, like, sometimes it's like, oh, this friend has a platinum, what's it in? And it's like, oh, The Walking Dead. I'm like, well, I don't care. Okay. I was like, damn, what'd they get it in?
No.
I've never gotten one of those. I was like, oh, that is just push buttons of the game.
God, I remember, like, a while ago when people were really into, like, platinum or whatever the Xbox equivalent is of hunting.
1,000, I think. It's just getting 1,000 gamer score in it. But
if people want to get, like, a real easy platinum, they play, like, the PS3 Avatar The Last Airbender game or something like that.
There was some, I don't know if it was an exploit or what, but apparently it was ludicrously easy to get that. I don't even know what the deal was. The first one I ever got, though, was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle.
Wow.
And let me tell you, that was incredibly easy. It's just play the game, play through the game, all the story mode, which is story mode in All-Star Battle is bad, by the way. Then they're like, okay, do these extra things, spend some money at the store, see these in-game event cutscenes that are based on just doing things from the manga. Yeah, you pretty much got it. Oh, like play online or maybe, or win a match versus another offline or something like that. Things you can do with just like a second controller or popping online for 2 minutes.
God, this outfit I have is good. Oh god, here we go.
So did you play during that period where there was the Swordmaster was bugged as an AI, as a co-op AI?
Maybe.
Well,
I probably did. I played during that first, 3-week period.
No, that was 6 months after, I believe. It's during the summer. There was one summer with a lot of bugs. The first summer had a lot of bugs, but there was a maybe 2 or 3 week period where if you summon the Swordmaster, quit the game, restarted, summoned the Swordmaster again, his hitbox would be broken. And it would shrink like 100 times.
Oh, wow.
So he was basically impossible to hit. The Dancer is vulnerable to bleed. Not especially, but she can be hit with bleed. So as long as you... Oh, sorry?
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, so as long as you summon the Swordmaster and haven't killed Vort yet, which is what you need to be able to summon him, you just can go in, hide in the... You could have just gone in, hid in the corner, and let Swordmaster go to work. And because the Dancer had like a 2% chance of hitting him or something. Like... And he would just kill her after a certain amount of time. And that would give you a ton of souls that you get all the upgrade material after. But, oh boy.
I dodged.
Those frames got you.
It's all these extra frames.
Visual information, it's ruining the game.
I need to go back and download this for the PS4, I think.
Oh. Just gotta get those lower frames and worse load times.
That's how it was meant to be played.
Oh god, I keep playing Kingdom Hearts 3 and I'm like, please upgrade this because the loading times are bad. And they're like, no, smiley face. No heart. And then like, we'll put it for sale on the Epic Store. And I'm like,
this isn't what we asked for.
And then I'm like, will you upgrade Nier Automata? And they again, no heart. Oh, and then I'm like, will you like remake? Will you put the? You know what's weird is that they're like, oh yeah, we're remaking Final Fantasies 1 through 6 again, and I'm like, awesome. And then I'm like, what are you putting them on? PC only, and I'm like, it's the second best-selling RPG series on the planet. The only thing that beats it is Pokemon. Literally, one of the most popular, like IPs in the world of any kind, Pokemon. It will sell. Those that the gaming audience has expanded, right, Square? And that you currently, Final Fantasy VII, introduced RPGs to North America. And everybody, the thing about Final Fantasy is, it's like, yeah, 7's the most popular, or it was, because 14 has overtaken it now. But, people are like, oh, but 6 is the best. And it's like, so you're just not going to give people the chance to buy 6 on more platforms? Like, say, the Nintendo Switch, because it's a Super Nintendo game? And they're like, nope.
God, I would kill to have 6 on the Switch.
And I'm like,
I don't know why. I have it on the Vita, which I think the best way to play it currently. Sans an actual
are you
SNES.
Emulating it on the Vita, or are you playing the PS1 version?
I was gonna say it's the actual whatever. Yeah, I think it's whatever the official version on the store was.
That's the PS1 version. I got bad news for you. The PS1 version is bad. 7 is on the Vita.
Version.
But what's that?
Okay, so that is the worst, or one of the worst versions.
Yeah, the PS1 version has lag and frame rate drops on an RPG from the Super Nintendo. Yeah, 6 is on the Vita. Every PS1 game on the PS3 is on the Vita. I believe. That's how it works.
Interesting.
But, also, I believe the Vita and PSP were very popular emulator engines. So, Square Enix made some investment decisions in the 90s that didn't go well. And then Sony bought 10% of their company or something for a cash influx to keep them running healthily, and in exchange they got some deals. So if you're wondering why all the like people say, oh, why was Final Fantasy only on the PlayStation for like the late 90s when they used to be on the Nintendo? The reason isn't just that the PlayStation was stronger, it was because Sony owned some of them. And it's like, oh, it's people always go for, oh, PS1 was stronger. No, Sony had a financial stake.
See, now I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't buy it back until like 2007 or something. So for like a solid 10 years, you may notice that from PS1 to PS2, a lot of iconic Sony games are PS1, PS2 games are from Square. Mm-hmm. There's a reason for that. It's because they fucking own, like... Oh, yeah. Because they fucking owned part of them. It's like, oh, yeah, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, 9, 10, and to some degree 11 and 12. Those were all, like, iconic PlayStation games. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were on the PlayStation 2. But guess what was on the Game Boy Advance? Kingdom Hearts. Not the GameCube, but the Game Boy Advance. They let them put it on that only. You can have the shitty Game Boy interval. And then the remake didn't come out until on PS2 didn't come out until later. And then guess what? There still isn't really a full console Kingdom Hearts game on any Nintendo thing. Just out of habit, because Nintendo keeps making underpowered hardware.
No. Oh my god.
Did that get you?
No.
Okay.
I'm on my, last HP.
Okay. Well, I am not killing it, but I will do my best too. Okay. Okay. God damn it.
Okay, this is fine. I got this.
This is fun. Yes, seeing... Yeah, when they were like, oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts is coming to Switch. And I'm like, okay. And like, cloud only. And I'm like, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are PS2 games. The GameCube was stronger than the PS2. It just had less, the discs had less storage space, but it was stronger. It had more processing power. And the Wii was stronger than the PS2. And they're like, oh yeah, this is cloud only. And I'm like, you can't optimize those a bit better? So, the thing is that, the PS3 versions of Kingdom Hearts 1, 1.5 plus 2.5, whatever, they ran worse. A little bit. In exchange for higher graphical detail. And I'm like, you couldn't just, go back to the PS2 versions and just do the frame rate and the upgrades and then just do the graphical ones a little less? And they're like, no. It's not going to do it. And I'm like, you guys suck sometimes, you know that? Fuck. And they're like, hey, NFTs seem cool. I'm like, shut up. I'm done with you at the moment. I'll probably come prancing back the second you mention another IP I care about. Remake
But
Chrono Trigger.
Then.
Idiots. Yeah. Yeah, until then, I will be very disappointed in you. Giant corporation. By the way, they should remake Chrono Trigger. Yes, the DS version does exist, but that was 15 years ago. I don't and it's on the DS, you can't get it digitally anymore.
That version was very good.
Fuck Chrono Cross. I don't have any opinions about Chrono Cross, but I don't want a Chrono Cross remake. I want a Chrono Trigger remake. Do we remake one of the most iconic games of all time, or its hotly debated sequel? Do we remake Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 8? 7. Remake 7. Don't know. Also, if they remade 8 in the action thing, in an action format, then Squall's Gunblade would literally just be the Nero's sword. And while I would like that, I don't like Squall as much as Nero. Anyway,
Maybe then you'd finally like him.
I like him fine in Kingdom Hearts. It's just that in Final Fantasy VIII, he's too whiny all the time. And like he's just a jerk for like like when Cloud is a jerk, he is being a jerk to eco terrorists or to corporate scum, or sometimes just innocent people. But like Squall, it's always like people that he is in a mercenary squad with, that he is going to live and die with, fight and die with. And I'm like, dude, these people might be the people you have say your last words to, man. Like, you're a mercenary. You could just die today. you're like, I don't give a shit how you feel. It's like, okay, man, but this is your career. But also, like, a school for mercenaries is a bad idea. Let's send out these 17-year-olds on this death mission. Let's see how it goes. Final Fantasy VIII's main appeal was that it was prettier than 7. That's it. But I'm not saying the music's bad. I'm never going to say that, though. The music in Final Fantasy VIII is really good. Have you ever listened to Man with the Machine Gun?
I don't know. Did anyone else hear that big bang?
I did not hear a bang. What happened?
Yeah, something upstairs just crashed.
Oh,
I can only imagine a cat was behind it.
Unthinkable. I should have upgraded my weapon. I went to level up for a bit, but I didn't upgrade my weapon. That would have helped significantly.
I know, I haven't leveled up in forever.
Well, if I keep him distracted, you can put the Ring of Sacrifice on, if you don't have it already. And then grab your souls, and then no matter what happens, you can level up after.
Nah, feeling good about this one.
I think you have reason for that.
Yeah, straight up, we just should not have been summoning the swordsman. That
No,
was my fault.
he's a damage, not even a damage sponge, like honestly a victory sponge, really. I love stabbing that big thing to death. It feels good. I like having a spear against big monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Spears are a very human weapon. It's like, is it particularly technical or anything? No, but it kills things from a distance, and you stay safe, and you can throw it if you want to. And I'm like, awesome.
So you can thrust it, you can throw it. Versatile, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go level up.
Yeah.
This also might be where I peace out, so I do have a dentist appointment in the morning.
Oh, of course. Wait, is
Is
this another wisdom tooth thing?
No, this is just a checkup.
Ah, okay.
I'm half expecting them to cancel it while I sleep, though.
Hmm. Oh God, just thinking about dentist appointments, I don't like those. Damage up. Oh God, I got another Estus shard and I didn't even give it to him. Come on.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta do that.
Maybe I should have
Wow.
waited until I got a better spear, but you know what? This is just gonna be a spear I use for now.
Man, I love early Dark Souls.
Oh yeah.
I just got like 11 levels from 5,000 souls.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it's okay. It's 1,700 souls, but still, it feels good.
Can you wait until end game where it's like got 200,000 souls, one level?
How many do I get? One. Okay.
Yeah. Like I'm at that point in Demon Souls. It's like you shouldn't grind. It's not worth the investment. It would be more worth it to beat the game like 3 more times, then grind. I'm like, but
Alright.
boring.
Got the Uchi Katana. Got my cool sacred chime.
Oh, I didn't try out any spears in Elden Ring. Oh.
You're gonna have to wait for the full release, I guess.
Gotta wait 48 more days? 49 more days? I'm bad at math. Let's see, 24 and 25. Yes, so that's 49 more days. It's a stupid amount of days.
How do you attune spells in this game again? Oh,
Sit
yeah,
at the bonfire.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I have a miracle. An Uchi Katana.
Yes.
I am ready to roll.
Are you sure? Are you saying ready to roll as in for later or for now?
I don't know. As much as I want to use this good stuff. I also want to sleep.
Sleep is very important. You could turn the stream tomorrow into a Dark Souls stream, but that would probably upset Parker and Frisk quite a bit.
Eh. I don't know though. It's your birthday. You can just
just throw
impose that on us. Like you know what would make a great birthday present?
Yeah. Me on your stream.
Me on your guys' hosted Dark Souls stream. That you're definitely gonna do. I'll see if I can work some magic.
I don't know if you should do that. It's been a while since you streamed Yakuza.
Say we'll all be in the same room, so we can use our capture cards. So we could hypothetically bounce around between some games. So.
Oh right.
Exactly. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, capture cards are good.
Until then, though, yeah, I'm gonna sign off for the night.
Alrighty, good night. I'm gonna go until I get a couple more miracles.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
In your travels, and I'll talk to you tomorrow probably.
Good night, Graham.
Happy birthday again.
Oh, thank you again. I did not say you too. I'm proud of myself.
See y'all later.
See you later. Good night. Now you're stuck here. Now you're all alone here with me. You're not. I'm not stuck in here with you. What was the other thing he was thinking about streaming tomorrow? There's something else. It wasn't. Oh fuck! What was it? I wish my brain wouldn't leak. I won't go Rorschach mode. I'm not that crazy. I'm also not that. I'm not also not like a weird alt-right dude. Just, I feel like the biggest appeal of Rorschach is his mask, which might seem shallow, but it's just such a cool mask, man. It's an incredible mask. Like, I know we're not supposed to necessarily idolize him, but he just looks so dope. These guys all stand in front of flammable stuff, so you can just throw bombs at them and it'll blow up and kill them. Not an advisable strategy to stand in front of explosive things. Okay. Oh god, now the air is empty. I feel the dead air coming, and I see the people leaving. That's okay. Oh god. We all have our hobbies, you know? Our hangout spots. I try not to hang out around things that are combustible. Oh, okay. Those things are dangerous if you didn't know. Those ladies. Oh god. Another one. So yes, those enemies are literally called evangelists, by the way, and they can hug you and burn you to death. And send and give you the plague. Like they will send what do you call it? An assortment of fleas at you that will consume your flesh and cause you to bleed to death. You know, honestly, I was hoping we would make more progress tonight. However, you know, there are things that you can't help, such as the higher frame rate, and you know, us being very rusty. I don't really remember as much of this game as I should. I keep getting shot by enemies that I usually should have been able to at least remember, and I have to actually react instead of knowing they're there. Could just be the age getting to me. Yes, the frames are distracting. I remember like the light in my eyes being like the default lame excuse, but sometimes the light would genuinely be in your eyes and you're like, I can't really say it though, can I? People will know. Also, like, we've been playing Demon Souls, which is of course where Dark Souls came from. But Demon Souls is way slower. So going from Demon Souls to Dark Souls 3 is a bit of a shock to the system. Please no, please no. I'm going to die. Spear is really good for these enemies in the cages. They're vulnerable to piercing thrust attacks, and if you get close to them, they just straight up swing at you if you get too close. So being able to stand at a distance and stab is perfect. That or bows. Am I gonna have to watch the archive to try to remember what it was that Graham said they could stream tomorrow? It wasn't Yakuza. It wasn't. It was something that he was saying that they could. Not Pokemon. It was something. Yeah, it's fair. It was something that he said like 2 hours ago. Could you leave me alone, little man? Hitman! That might have been it. Feels like it. But, like, Yakuza, there, I think it's been a while, but I think the last point they were in Zero is when things start, like, really heating up. It's like when Majima and Kiryu start, like, switching places and stuff. Yes, and then they stopped. I don't know where Hodrick went, but he's still probably around somewhere. There he is, with a friend. I've lost my friend. He has to sleep to go to the dentist, and also probably be, as a functioning human being. Oh, God. Going for that lizard was not a good idea. Neither was that. There we go. Yeah, that's not good. I'm sorry. If it's something it is bad. Oh, okay. Well, if they're like they're not like heavily symptomatic or anything. Like, they're all vaccinated, right? Okay. Okay. Well, that's at least a lot better than, oh God, than the alternative. I guess I could explain how the game works. So I just picked up an item that makes my heal deuce heal big. It's just that I don't feel like using big words as my brain can't handle them anymore. Come on. God. It is 2 to 3 a.m. I woke up at like 10-ish. But I went to sleep around 3 or 4. Please no kill. Okay, I need to go get a shortcut. And then I need to then I need to warp back home. I need to buy a key. And I need to come back, save a lady, and then, yeah. You know, I kind of, like, there are a lot of different sleeps you can have, you know. And I think one, where the one I've had as a, oh yeah, they blur together very much. It's all mud. It's all turning to mud. But I think an underrated one is just close your eyes, open them, like blink, and 8 hours have passed. That's a good one. But I think my favorite is probably, if you can't get a lucid dream, because those are difficult. But there's probably just, oh, I might die. Yeah, I died. Probably the one where you can actually feel the sleep and you get all heavy and stuff, and then like the inside of your mouth tastes warm, and if that makes sense. That's a good feeling. Unfortunately, though, you can't control how well you sleep. You can control factors, sometimes a little. I've considered posting one of those push button memes, but it's like, solve literally every other problem in the world and sleep well. Being the 2 buttons. It's like, yeah. Rubbish. That has no actual use in this game. It's just garbage. Slamming the sleep button. Millennials. Always wanting to feel better. Kids these days want to be happy or some garbage. Man, Pope, it's really weird to tell people, like, please have children more. It's a really weird thing. I didn't know the Pope was obligated to be my grandfather. No, I said that. I believe that sleeping on your back helps, but it's something I've only done a few times. Oh, what? Big no? Sleeping on your back? Oh, right, you have back problem. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I have bad nightmares on my back, so I don't usually do that. But oh, okay. Yeah. Ow. Ow. This is not good. Oh. I'd like it if my brain did what I wanted. That'd be really cool. So, because of the item I picked at the start, I picked the young white branch. That means that that dude shooting arrows down, that are exploding, he is my friend. And that means that those arrows will not hurt me. However, if you don't pick that at the start, like Graham didn't, all those explosions will hurt you. And he will specifically target you. So, Graham picking the fire bombs might not have been an ideal choice. That's a pretty short-term payoff. But I didn't want to like tell him what to do or anything. I didn't want to pull the know-it-all, but I'm worried about the long-term impact that might have. You can get them, but you have to get past that part first. You can get the branches, but you have to go up and talk to him. And then he's like, yo, we're cool. Sorry about that. Sorry, I just got like shivers. Yeah, me too. But Yes. Oh, yes. I can now carry a bow with me to shoot people. Excellent. I didn't do the thing. I didn't burn the ashes. I need to burn the ashes. I'm sorry. I have to go back to make my potion more potent. Oh yeah, I have one soul right now. I'm sorry. I decided to look at Twitter, and someone made me laugh. Okay. Is there anything else? Do I have? Is there anything else I can sell this helmet. You ever wonder if maybe you're too nervous and guilty for the world? Like, I apologized to my brother if his gifts weren't good enough for Christmas. and he, yeah. And then he's just like, oh, this game. And then he tried it in one of the games I got him. And then he's been playing it apparently like every day since I got it for him. I'm like, oh, thank God. Or at least he said like the other day that he played it for like 5 hours or something, and I was like, good. My plan to get you something I think I was pretty sure you'd like worked. I got him Hades. Yeah. And I got him Hades, and I got him the complete Kingdom Hearts pack, all-in-one package, because we used to play them together as kids. And I fell off. He fell off of them a little bit, but I didn't. So so now he can just play them if he wants. So I thought he'd like that. And also, I think aside from loving Kingdom Hearts, I think it's nice to just have like a lot of games that are really stupid and childlike to play, because it's freeing. Like, the good guys win, and the innocent boy with the sword beats the bad guys. It's not something. There's far less pressure in your head. Like, even playing Yakuza, which can be very dumb at times. You're like, oh man, let's think about the the implications of that thing Kiryu said. Let's think of, and you're just like, brain stop. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts is very fun, by the way. However, I haven't streamed it, because I haven't, it hasn't felt like a perfect time yet, and I feel bad for just, like, starting a bunch of things all the time, because that's what I do. But also, doing what I want is easier than doing what I feel I should do. So. At least in the case for streaming. That little bar there, as soon as that fills, when he hits me, when she hits me, it will cause blood to explode out of me, as I have been infected with bleed. See? Yeah. It is my Twitch. However, I don't know. I need one more shard. Wait, hold on. I got Loretta's bone, didn't I? I did. Blessed shield. Oh, this part. How do you feel about rats, Ace? I'm assuming you're a fan. There are a lot of rats here. I don't know if you've seen the Bloodborne rats before. Yeah. Bloodborne rats are really gross, and these are made to be less gross, I believe. Because Bloodborne rats are really, like, they have a lot of flesh issues on them, like a lot of, like, welts and warts and stuff. Boils. Oh yes, and like, I have my germ problem, it's specifically skin related things are what get me the most. But disease in general, but skin disease is the biggie for me. And then it's just like, oh, guess what we have? Rats with flesh disease. And I'm like, no. Okay.
Someone there? Anyone? Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me. The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures, they never stop biting. So please, hold out your hand and touch me. Yes, there you are. So close, indeed. And I am not entirely just yet. Praise the merciful gods above.
Not flesh-eating bacteria, but a lot of things. I was scared of most things. But, like, I was really scared. I did have a little while where I learned about scurvy and I was terrified and started eating like a lot more oranges, I believe. But I also had this there was a little bit where, like, I read that a book on spiders, and they're like, oh yeah, here's one of the only spiders in North America that can kill you or whatever. And it's like, here, the something brown spider, and I was terrified for the next, like, month. I was just like, a spider's gonna get me in my sleep. A spider's gonna get me and kill me. Boogeymen? No. I was scared of real things. Like, whenever it's like, oh, the boogeyman, I was like, oh no, I'm scared of being kidnapped or murdered. Yeah. I don't, I'm not, yeah, I don't like that. I remember we were watching The Mummy as a kid, the Brendan Fraser one. And there was a part where that one guy gets the bugs in his skin or whatever, like the scarab or something. And it's just, and like a lot of people are like, that's laughably bad CG. But when I saw it as a kid, it freaked me right out and I left the room. Because I couldn't stand the thought of it. I sit at the bonfire. He vanishes. I was closer than I would have. Alright, good night, Ace. I'll probably see you tomorrow.
I was not meant for God's iron. How about I pray?
Oh, this headset.
you, but not, please, I'll, very well, I am doing.
Up we go. Okay, just one more thing.
Heaven, thank you. Oh, what a new as goodbye.
Nope, I wanted to. Oh. I'm sorry, buddy.
You know where everyone I might as well. Thank you. Goodbye, Deuce. Oh, and good Deuce.
Section 1.
Okay. That's everything I wanted to get done. All right. Thank you all for coming. I will see you later. Good night.